town said you have to leave town for your nerves are run down. No fear, I'm not going to die. I just dropped in to say goodbye. So goodbye to the lights and the glorious nights. It's the price I am paying for my cabareting. And the old doctor tells me my liver is queer. I must rest for a year. I have nervous prostration from that hesitation, but I don't regret it. The bankroll, I'll bet that if I'm in good condition a year from today, why, I'll do it all over again. I've turned night into day. I have seen every play, been in every cafe, and everything just seems to be right. So my life has been one big Arabian night. You see, no more tangos for me, no more 4 o'clock tea, me for over the sea, where I can eat with my knife.
They put Russia against the United States and make them automatic. It's like an automatic. It's so stupid, but it's like it doesn't matter. If you need an evil person, just make them from Russia, and we're like, oh yeah.
Ah, crap. All right, accidentally had a bumper running.
Nice.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch. I'm still laughing at that. Welcome to the Friday Fallout, everybody. We are here and stuff and things. Snorkel, someone go-funded him a light. Hopefully he's doing okay down in that bunker. We got beautiful Geekus Maximus all the way up from up north of Canada. Don't ask me how to spell it. Gwen Stefani did it in that song. And then also we have Anthony coming to life from hell. I mean, Ohio. And then me.
I was gonna say they didn't get their full arm stretched up time, so you gotta make sure you. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, but that's because I'm incognito mode.
You feel confident, secure.
All right, you know what? That's it. I'm out of here.
It was a great show, guys. Thanks for showing up. Chat's great. See you guys in a couple weeks.
Oh, man. All right, we got a pretty lively chat right here. There's like 4 people talking, so let's go ahead and get to it because I'm going to forget later on. We got Mr. Homicidal Maniac. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Mr. Great Wombatsky. Also, we got something for you tonight. It's not like anything physical, so don't get excited. Well, I mean, unless you pay extra.
Wait, we said no to the physical?
Snorkel, you can offer all you want. I know he's going to say no. I'll answer for him. We got Erd in the house. He says, this is our show, comrades. Nah, he said something in orc. I don't know what that is. We got Mr. Jangle-Lang-a-Lang. That's really his legal name. He showed me his birth certificate. Jangles is in the house. And let's see, Mr. Great Wombatsky, Jangles, everybody, Homicidal. Yeah, that's everybody's talking so far. So we're here. What's up, guys?
Just excited to be here. Always love doing a Friday Fallout. We've got some wild stuff planned for you guys tonight, so this ought to be really interesting and very chat interactive. So we need to make sure that you guys are interactive with it. Geekus, how was your week?
Good. Glad to finally be here to Friday. I get a real, actual human weekend for once. Yeah,
Well done.
pretty good. It's good to see you guys.
You
Great to
totally
see chat. I hope you guys are having a good time.
You stole my outfit.
Let's get into it.
One of
Oh
you
my
guys
god,
is
we
gonna
wore the
have to
same
change.
thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I was wearing it first. You change.
Just because you're in the faster time zone.
Just take your top off. It's fine.
We were here first.
Take
the top off.
Yeah, this is one of the new designs.
I like that one.
Like that.
Can we make like a spoof webpage too, where it's like it's like a barbecue menu, but it's all named after like sexualizing stuff you do with a pig?
Yes.
What, Snorkel?
first.
You got Snorkel apparently has some advice or some tips and pointers for this.
I did live in North Carolina long enough to design 3/4 of that menu.
Did you say tips and pointers for a sexually
Sexually
recipe?
assaulting a pig? Yes.
Yes.
Wait, so how long did you go to jail?
If you wait until their head's stuck in the fence, there's less movement.
What are you doing, step farmer?
For our appetizer tonight, we have tips and pointers. Yes.
Tips and porters. No, I like that
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
one. Yeah.
Jangle says
Okay.
he needs one of these pig shirts. You can find our merch that Anthony makes in the link on our chat or whatever. And if you order something, let me know, Jangles, or just message me after the show. I can probably get you one sent out. You're in the United States. It'd be like $2. So yeah,
For what?
to get Jangles a shirt.
Oh, yeah. it wouldn't be
Jangles,
bad.
he needs me one of those pig shirts.
And everything off the site's got free shipping too. So
Oh, free shipping too. Yeah, see, I don't have to order it. My sugar daddy Anthony sends it all in.
that's true, babe cakes.
I'm one of those Instagram girls that's out in the summertime on a boat that only shows the one corner where my friends are, but not the sugar daddy that actually owns the boat. You know what I mean? Like,
The name of my boat is Crunchy Chris.
my foreskin already
On his
trademarked that.
beats.
But I'm gonna go ahead and we got some stuff. We got like three new segments tonight. I think 3 new segments.
No, two.
Two.
Yeah,
No,
Selection?
three.
Three,
You're right,
three,
three new
yep.
segments.
Yeah. 3 new segments, and we also have a special birthday shout out. I don't even think Big Rig's here, so let's run it now.
Oh, catching on the VOD, bud. Catching on the VOD.
Are you running it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You're a real son of a gun, you know that? Real so-and-so.
Oh, he's gonna download this and watch it over and over anyway.
He's gonna show it to his mom and and he comes out of his room. He's like, "See, I do have friends." No. No, but happy birthday to Great One Batsky. I believe in Australia time it was 2 days ago. And in Australia time, I think Big Rick's birthday's today?
Are you sure
Tomorrow?
it's not next week?
Maybe?
It's upside down, isn't it? Next year?
See, here's the thing.
Hang
I don't
on,
know the currency
hang on,
exchange rate.
hang
Like
on.
what's 2 hours to a fork knife? Like whatever. You know. Are you doing math right now, Geekus? Did you grab a
Tips and
calculator?
pointers?
No, he had to look. He had to
I
look
was trying to look
down.
upside down. Trying to look
he
upside
could
down.
see-
So I could
he
see it.
see the Australian calendar.
Yeah.
Is that down under? Yeah.
They walk on their hands, and hamburgers eat people.
I mean, it's
Anyways.
Australia.
Isn't that
Hamburgers
Germany?
Do eat people.
Everything
All right.
in Australia is trying to kill you.
Everything.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
All right,
Let's
Anthony.
get to
What's
the
up?
rundown.
Oh, okay.
So tonight I do have some chat comments that I think I'm just gonna make this a regular segment because I keep finding them when I do the rewatch on this, and tonight's ones are actually pretty funny, and they're from the same person. I do have a Rotten Potatoes review for this evening. We have some new segments. Actually, no, there's just 2 new segments.
Well, I don't know if I'm counting the
Maybe.
birthday as a segment, I guess.
Do what?
Oh, I'm counting the birthday as a segment, I guess, in my head.
Okay.
Must be.
Great.
See, that's how I pass tests
He
there.
had to load 3 bumpers. That's all he knows.
Yeah.
I had to load 3 bumpers. So anyway, we're doing a new game called Who the Fuck Did It? And another new segment, I guess we'll call it, called Scamming Me Senpai. And then back for popular demand or really no demand at all, the PT Loser game. So
I'm
There
looking
are
forward to
more
it.
people demanding that game be played than are buying PT Cruisers.
That's not a really fantastic stat, though, dude.
Maybe
No, but it is true.
you know what? Maybe we should sell like this idea, like get sponsored by like what's that, Auto Trader or something like that for the PT Cruiser Weekly or something. I'm sure there's got to be a PT Cruiser Weekly out there somewhere in the United States. Like
it's possible. I think we'd have a better chance of getting like Harbor Freight tools than we would for
our models from the PT Cruiser magazine would be a bunch of chicks with cankles.
the Rendezvous fan club. It's owned by a couple guys.
Yeah, I hope your hatchback's open. I'm gonna put my bike in it.
When did you last visit Portland?
Portland.
Portland. Yes.
There
What's
it
up,
is.
Big Rick?
Maybe that's the shirt that we'll sell. I don't know. We'll find one eventually.
Dude, Portland. Yeah, and Snorkel can wear it because he lives out by there.
There you go.
Not by choice.
Well, yeah,
kind of by
when the
choice.
bomb.
Hey, shush! I don't have $7,000 to emigrate, so
There's
you
plenty of
go
room in
fund me
Toledo.
for Snorkel.
You're
Big.
welcome to come to Toledo. There's plenty of room here for you, man.
Yeah, that's Ohio. Never again.
There's room in my apartment building for you. Let's just put it that way.
Ohio is only third place. There's North Carolina, Indiana, then Ohio. I'd rather live in Iowa again.
Said nobody ever.
What is with all those names with O's in them?
Indiana doesn't have an O in it.
It's silent.
That's what I said.
It's a silent O.
Indiana.
Oh, Indiana.
There is an Indianola Avenue, so yeah.
Shout out to
Indiana
Big Rick.
Jones.
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 Big
Name the
Anyway.
dog Indy.
Name the dog Indiana.
Big, Big Rick is finally here. You're gonna have to watch the replay, Big Rick, for your birthday shout out. After this moment, we're never talking about it again.
I'm sorry, who is this for?
You need to get it on the replay.
You can play it again if you want.
I care.
Wow.
All right, let's go to some chat comments then.
All
What
right.
about the rundown?
He just did the rundown.
It's on the screen.
Snorkel, are those real glasses or are you an Instagram
What about the
influencer?
rundown? I need to hear it.
He said it.
I already did it once, but
I'm fine. It's no. It's fine.
okay. Anyway,
But
let's
why
go on to
male
some
models?
chat.
The bumper is up. The bumper is up.
Whose birthday is?
Are you serious?
Yeah. All right. Let me
So
make.
Elaine put this in chat last week, and this was actually pretty funny. I thought if she gets sand in her vagina, is she going to make some kind of fancy pearl?
I didn't even see that one.
I didn't either, and I thought that was really funny. And then she went on with that to make an additional comment. I could finally give Vandal a pearl necklace of my own.
I saw that one and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
That one now makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Before
Yeah, they were
it was
split up a
okay.
little bit, but I read the first one and laughed, and then when I saw the second one, I'm like, oh, Delaine's getting her own segment tonight.
There it is. Well done, Delaine.
That's really funny.
Well-
Because if vaginas made pearls, I think we'd live in a completely different society for sure.
Well, yeah, we'd stuff them in the ocean, right? Women?
Oh boy.
I think you're thinking something else.
Yes.
Around
so
Salem.
I wanted to let everybody in chat know. I know it's a little early on, and we'll probably repeat this, but there will be a prize for this evening, same as last week. We want to, give something away, and I thought something fun would be to give away.
So where do I download this at?
For research purposes?
Research purposes, yes.
Disgusting.
No,
Where?
we're actually going to give away another Oink Squad T-shirt. So no matter where you live, it doesn't really matter to us. We will find a way to get it to you. But the panel will decide at the end of the episode who wins. You get points for answering correctly on games, and you also get points for making good comments in chat. So it doesn't matter
Make
which
us
way we
laugh.
go with this.
Make
You
us
know,
laugh.
And last week, I think that was pretty obvious. The guy with the best comment in chat actually ended up with the shirt, and I think Vandal should have gotten it today.
Yeah, shout out to Cloudy. Your shirt did arrive today. The motorboat shirt.
It's also.
Oh no, I'm the raccoon on the internet, and I
Are you
put
good, bud?
I put my sugar floss or whatever in some water. Oh no.
It's Ian.
Yeah, it wasn't Cloudy, it was Ian.
It was Ian.
Oh,
Ian
did
won
you
it.
already send out Ian's?
No.
Huh?
What?
No.
That's
There's
the
only
shirt
been
for
one.
Ian.
No, because we give away 2 shirts, one for Cloudy and one for Ian, I think.
Yeah, no, we only give away one
No,
shirt.
it's one.
But this is what I sent you because for Cloudy because it's a small.
I don't care. Whoever you want to send it to.
We'll figure it out. I think.
Ian, I hope you're small.
Get a shirt. Just take a picture and put it on Instagram. Pretty please. That's all I ask.
Ian,
We're
if you're
spending a
not
lot
a
of money to get
small,
this shit
I
to you.
really want that picture for research purposes.
Did he? All right, I'm gonna have to go back and look. 'Cause I
I didn't
drank
even look
last.
at the name. All I looked at was the size of the shirt and what style, and I ordered it and sent it to you. So
All right, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Wow. Even if you live in a place that starts with O, says Sewer Rug. No, actually, Anthony can't win anything.
Anthony
I
cannot.
didn't know Colorado started with an O, so don't worry about it.
Oh,
He lives in
Colorado.
If anything
California.
has
One of those
an
cunt
O.
states.
So can't be London, can't be Ohio, can't be Oregon,
I'm the winner here. You
can't be
fucking.
Loose Vegas.
Yeah.
Snorkel, we're not talking about your sex tape.
Can't be
No, that was-
Henderson.
that was-
Not anymore.
That was Loose Reno, not Loose Vegas. Come on, I don't have the budget for Vegas.
Whenever you want to run that beautiful bean footage, we'll get on with Rotten Potatoes.
Ryan Potatoes bumper is up now.
Yeah, I'll send this to you, man.
I'm gonna be like, look, this is what happens if you put on makeup.
Damn.
Wow.
Shots fired at Vandal tonight with a gun.
True. Come on, I've seen Vandal's makeup. It's not bad.
Yeah, thank you.
She could do it. She just chooses not to.
She puts it on the hairier canvas.
Or do you every adult ask me what I'm gonna do with my life? So what do you got this week tonight, Anthony?
Okay, so Rotten Potatoes review this evening. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. I'm going to give Netflix another chance here a little bit because I found something that I actually liked on here. The only reason I'm bringing this up for this evening is because one of our other segments, Scamming Me Senpai, kind of falls in line with this just a little bit. I wouldn't normally watch these. I was on a documentary kick this week, so unfortunately I felt like learning something, and that's how I like to learn. This one was funny because it happened not that long ago, but long enough where catfishing wasn't a well-known thing. And turns out that this guy, there's a bunch of stories in this series, but this is the one that I think kind of falls in line with us tonight. This college football player who was like in for the Heisman Trophy and all this other stuff had been having this kind of online relationship with a girl on Facebook, or what he thought was a girl. And the story unfolds. Obviously, they kind of give this away at the beginning, but he's like the nicest guy, super, moral values and all this other stuff. And she tells him that she died, basically, through a bunch of series of events. Well, he dedicates his last season in college to her and his grandmother, who both died on the same day. And the problem with this is the guy looked at her other friends that were on Facebook and asked them if they knew her, and they said that they did. So there's more things going into this as far as nobody had ever met her, but because they talked to her on Facebook, they assumed she was a real person. And they're like, oh, yeah, I know her. She's really great, blah, blah, blah. He ends up having this, couple year online romance with her because he's a busy guy. I mean, he, donated a lot of his time to like charitable stuff. He was in college. He was a football player. There was a lot going on there. And some reporter starts looking for her when, she dies and can't find, and they finally unravel what's going on. And they think he's in on it. They think that he's gay. They think all these other things. He doesn't get drafted in the NFL. He doesn't win the Heisman Trophy. It was just one of those stories that was like, wow, like,
yeah,
you expect catfishing to happen to somebody who's like just an internet porn addict, something like that. This guy was super nice. So there's a lot of cool stories in this Untold series, things you can learn about if you really want to. It's fascinating stuff, and it's not boring. I mean, when I say the word documentary, everybody goes, oh, I get that. But some of these are actually stories that could be told as like, a movie or a TV show. So that's the only reason I brought it up for tonight. But it's a really good series on Netflix, and I feel like I owe them at least that to say, hey, this is something I found on there that I actually like. So
the one thing that you found that you liked was the one thing no one's seen.
Probably.
Ain't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's about the college guy is like 3 or 4 episodes. The rest of them are just singles. But they're all so different about the stories that they talk about, but yet every one of them is just absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
Sewer Rugs comment.
Which one?
But there is an I in I faked being a girl and dying.
There's a couple eyes in there.
God damn, that hurt.
Sewer Rug says he's seen it. Also, since you said this along with a catfish thing, what is it? Erd says he's watched every episode of Catfish. And here's my thing. I never understood how people could believe, like, you're dating someone online like that you've never met, you know what I mean? Or someone that's never been physically in your presence. And or someone that you can, like, they can prove it. Because, like, you see it all the time. It kind of, like you said, it plays into like what we're doing tonight with the scam thing and all that stuff. But it's like, just pro tip, guys, don't ever fucking think anyone on the internet's talking to you all saucy is like a legit probably person that's really into it. If you've never seen them, you've never heard their voice, and then they're interested in you. Like, I'm just saying, like,
Especially if your name is Terry.
yeah, like we have like Geek and Snorkel and I have this guy that we know that at one point I'm not even calling him
Even
a friend.
that's a stretch.
Yeah.
It's a human that you know of.
Yeah, and he thought that every girl that would join our Xbox parties, and that would, so like we'd be playing Xbox, right? And like a normal fucking human being, if you're like, oh, I want to play this game, you want to play it, you'd be like, okay, cool, we're playing this game together, you know, and you're like, it's Halo or whatever the fuck you're playing, and then Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, you know what I mean? You don't find love in a Grand Theft Auto chat lobby, number one. Number two, it's probably an 8-year-old kid, you pervert. Get the fuck out of here. No, but like, yeah, and then so like these girls would join our parties and stuff like that, and just be nice, just decent fucking humans. And then like, I'm not gonna say names and stuff like that, but there's just one, and he was like, oh yeah, that's my girlfriend, blah blah blah. And this is around the time I got to meet Snorkel and Geekish, you know. And he's like, oh yeah, me and her been dating forever, and so like, I didn't think anything of it, you know, because like I've known this guy for a long time. I'm thinking, okay, like, that's weird. I'm not into that, you know, but whatever. And it turns out he was just lying to himself the whole time and told like everybody when she wasn't around, especially, which should have been the hint, you know, that's my girlfriend and all this stuff. And so, yeah, but like that right there is more of a delusion, you know what I mean? But like the thing is, you're messaging someone on Instagram or Facebook or something, and if they look hot and they're talking to you, they're probably not real. Okay, number one. Number two, like if you can't ever find a thing to hear their voice, it's like when, what was it, Sewerrug or Ern said, yeah, Ern said it about the catfish thing. Like, you guys have seen these shows. How fucking stupid do you have to be to think that you're like a virtually porking Lady Gaga or something? You know what I mean? Like, no, it's really Taylor Swift. I swear to God, look, her profile name is Taylor Swift 172539 at Gmail. I'm telling you, like, Taylor Swift's not using a Gmail, you piece of shit. Like, God.
I think it's desperation. I think that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, you're lying to yourself.
You get to the point, you know, you're so desperate for some companionship or for someone to like you because you're unlikable. And, you know, for whatever reason, it doesn't really matter what it is. And you just fall into this trap. And it's like you want to believe it more than it's actually true. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you know something's fucked up, but you're just like, I'm just going to be happy and enjoy this. It's terrible because when it comes crashing down, it's 10 times worse than it would have been if you just would have been like, hey, dude, I know your name's not Cynthia.
Yeah. It's like, it's fucking terrible. Shout out Rudy's in here. And Ern said, I met her on Tumblr. If you met any chick on Tumblr, it's a middle-aged man from Midwest America with his dick in his hand. I'm telling you that much.
Iowa?
It doesn't have to be from the Midwest. It could be from Oregon.
That's just Midwest West.
I thought you said West.
He said West too.
Rudy says, my camera's broken.
God, yes.
My car broke down. Okay, let me send you $5,000. Yeah, and if anyone ever fucking asks you for money, like, okay, that's a scam right there. And like, I get it. Like,
It's a trap.
and I'm not judging people for paying for attention. I have been to strip clubs. I have been to one massage parlor. I know this stuff. Like, there's a difference in interaction, transactional relationships and non-existent relationships where you're paying fucking money. If you're that down bad and you're willing to give somebody you've never met money, go get a fucking prostitute. Like, just go. Get it out of your system, because that's, if they were real, that's what it would feel like anyways, I'm assuming. And then you, at least you'd, get your nut out of it and then go right home and cry by yourself. Like, I don't know.
If you do get a prostitute, just don't pay her by check. I found out this week that that's what Jerry Springer got kicked out of politics for, was paying a prostitute with a check.
Shut the fuck up. I didn't know that.
Documentary.
Yeah.
The dark side of the 90s is exactly what I was watching. And I was like, I didn't know that either, but I thought it was good information, so I'm passing it on.
I guess Ern says she was real and hella hot. I'll send pics, and we met in real life a few times. So see, that's the difference. If you're just fucking yanking my leg, if you made this, it's pretty good, Ern. No, but no, but like, if
The
like,
difference is meeting in real life.
Yeah.
That's the biggest difference right there.
Yeah, that one.
yeah, Jangles hits us with the one from 1997. I need a phone card so I can call. That's the best one
I
yet.
need an iTunes gift card.
Yeah. It's
$100. Why not?
it's
gonna be
like,
a long conversation.
why are iTunes gift cards so hot right now? Why does the IRS need one so I don't go to prison? Like, why is this chick on the internet?
It's so your
need one?
Social Security doesn't get revoked.
Yeah.
Yes. iTunes is the only way.
My Walmart
Let's go
account
past
has
the
been
freedom.
hacked. I need to go buy an iTunes card, but I can't because my Walmart hacked.
So it's up to you, pal. Do you want to tell your story now, or do you want to do it in the middle after a game?
We could do it now, I guess. So earlier this week, the past couple weeks, I've been
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Wait a minute.
You gotta put up the background.
Okay, now
There
you're
it
good.
is.
There we go. Now we're prepared.
So past couple weeks, I've been having problems with like a weird. It's not really like a pain, but it feels like something's moving inside under my ribs, on my abdomen, and stuff like that. And so, I'm starting to get up there in age. I'm turning 36 in a couple weeks. I'm starting to get to that point to where, like, you got to.
Sorry.
I know you guys are all older than
Young
me. and all that.
whippersnapper over here.
Hey, getting old sucks. Doesn't matter how old you are. Just getting old
It does.
sucks.
He touched grass today, guys.
I did not go. But
What a
All right, go
loser.
ahead, Bano.
So
Finish
I've
your
had
story.
this
Don't
like
take
weird
off track.
movement thing going around, and like on my side, it's not really under my ribs, but it's below my ribs, not behind them. So, anyways, it's been like getting kind of bad lately, where it's like it doesn't hurt, but it's like moving around. So, I have insurance. I've been paying for insurance. I never fucking use it except for like when I had to go get my teeth fixed or whatever, like a year or so ago. And I was like, fuck it, I'm paying for it. It's $25 for the copay, whatever. So I go into this quick care place because it's on my plan or whatever, and I don't have a primary care physician. Like, I don't actually know anyone that actually has like a legit, like, oh, let me call my doctor. If any of you do that, I don't know why the fuck you're here. You're a grown-ass adult. Go to work. Whatever. Anyways. But so I don't have a doctor, like a primary doctor. So I had to go to the urgent care. And so I get in there and I go in the back and I explain what's happening. And so I was like, it's like the nurse or whatever. They take your blood pressure and all that shit. And so she's taking my blood pressure and asking me the questions like, like, do you drink? Do you smoke? Blah, 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 and all this shit. And I was like, giving her the answers. And so she's like, so can you describe your pain? I was like, it doesn't hurt. Like, it's not pain. There's something moving inside my body. You know what I mean? It's fucking bothering the shit out of me. She's like, so what would you put that on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm like, it's not pain. Like, it doesn't hurt. I'm not here to get painkillers. I want, like, what do you do? An x-ray? A zeta ray, whatever? Just fucking get it checked out. So anyways, she's like, oh, let's put it down as a 3. I'm like, yeah, whatever works. So anyways, the doctor guy comes in and he's all like, oh, blah, 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 like chest pain, all this stuff will get you in this machine and all this. I was like, it's not chest pain. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you guys. But it's a pain in my abdomen or whatever, and it feels like something's moving and all this shit. And he's like, okay, like, no problem. Like, so we don't have to do the CAT scan and all this. I was like, we can do a CAT scan. That'd probably be best. Anyways, so we get to the point where he's like, all right, well, let me see, like, where it's at. Show it to me on your thing. So I lift up my shirt and I point, right over here on my stomach or whatever. And I'm like, it's right here. And this fucking doctor, dude, like, I guess he diagnosed me. I don't fucking know. He takes his fucking hand like a fucking pizza fucking knife or like with a cake knife, like the cake thing, and fucking finger fucks the goddamn living life out of my ribs and under my ribs. And then, like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen those like torture movies where like they reach up under your ribs and like rip out your rib cage and shit like that. He's like, oh, so is it right here? Is this where the pain's at? And of course I'm wincing because, like, what the fuck are you doing to me? And he's like, oh, this is it. And he's in the wrong spot. And I'm like, no, it's not right there. You're just shoving your fucking fingers under my rib cage.
Finish
Like,
him.
yeah, fucking doing that stuff. And he's like, oh, okay, my bad. And then he's like, oh, right here. Yeah, he's like, I feel it. I was like, that's not the right fucking spot. Like, anyways, so it gets to this thing. And he's like, oh, it's probably well, cool, my camera. He's like, it's probably called a lymphoma. I was like, lymphoma? I was like, oh! Like, like, you haven't even been in my lungs yet. Like, anyways. So he's like, no, a lymphoma, hold on, I'll show it to you. And so, like, in the doctor's office, they had this little, like, it's not a little, they had a computer screen and a keyboard and all this shit, And then so he's like, let me look it up and I'll show you what it looks like. So I'm thinking, okay, he's going to go on, like, this doctor website or, like, this encyclopedia thing that they have. Motherfucker types it into Google and spells it wrong. He's the doctor that's supposed to be telling me this is what's wrong with me, and he spells it wrong, and he had to search it 3 times. Right in front of me. And, like, you could tell he was hella embarrassed and shit, but I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, this only cost me $25. Like, maybe that's the problem, whatever.
Handle, are you sure?
Ready to say the top doctors don't graduate and go, I can't wait to go to an urgent care in Nevada.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but fucking A, man. Like, still. Like,
Vandal, Are you sure you have health insurance?
Yes, that's American health insurance. Yeah, like it's fucking terrible. So it's called lymphoma, and apparently it's like the best way to describe it, which is how he described it to me, is like, have you ever seen an old dog and they get those lumps? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, that's basically what it is. So I guess I'm an old dog with a lump now. But yeah, so apparently it's supposed to be this fatty lump thing or whatever.
Are you sure you didn't go to the veterinarian, Cliff?
Yeah, because I didn't get a fucking milk bone after it. I'm kind of mad about it. But
It's just in. Vandal has 3 boobs, y'all.
Yeah.
We got a kink here.
So
Oh my
anyways,
God.
he did all that shit, and he's like, oh, it's probably not that big of a deal. He's like, the pain should go away. And I'm like, again, like, there's no fucking pain. Like, I have 0 pain. He's like, oh, okay, so anyways, I'm gonna prescribe you something for your pain. I'm like, I don't have any fucking pain. I'm not even joking. Like, I exaggerate stories here and there, but I am so fucking serious. That's how, like, as much as I brought it up now, it's how much they brought up the pain thing. It's like, now I understand why those motherfuckers get hooked on what is it, crack rocks? No, painkillers and shit. 'Cause like this doctor was so ready to just fucking throw it at me. So anyways, I got to go in 2 weeks, and I might have to get my stomach cut open and do like a biopsy thing and all this shit. And so now they gave me pain meds, which I'm not taking because I don't want to take fucking pain meds because there's no pain. And then they gave me a bunch of other, like a couple other things. So right now I'm on antibiotics, probiotics, anti-communist pills. I don't fucking know. And all this shit. And so, anyways, if I die, Snorkel gets the show. Sorry, Anthony.
That's cool.
He's like, I'll quit. No.
I got my own channel. I'm all right.
Yeah. But yeah, so.
I'll just hand it over to Geekus right after you hand it over to me.
Great.
Pass
Another
it right
video
back to you.
game YouTube show. Can't
Yep.
wait.
Give me 1 second. This fucking dog.
It'll be a rarity. Something we've never seen before.
Yeah, but this one will actually be good.
Except I'll be there, so it won't be good.
All right, it'll be great.
Hey.
But yeah, so American healthcare in a nutshell.
Get
That's
well
terrible,
soon.
man.
Yeah.
When
Jingle
you get
says
your third
Invector
boob
Medicine.
removed, please
Yeah.
save it in a bottle for us.
If I get one of my ribs removed, you guys will never see me again.
I didn't say rib. I said third boob.
Oh. Jangle says Invector Medicine. Actually, I had Arby's last week, and it came with horsey sauce. Thank you very much. So I'm already good on that one. Let's see. What else we got in chat? That's when I'd ask him how much he smokes before lunch, said Jangles. John, what's up? Didn't see you earlier. Says, like, can you let me breathe? Can you breathe now with your goddamn hand halfway up my rib cage? Yeah, man. I felt like I was like, I gotta stop watching these superhero movies. I'm starting to turn into the fucking victim of the bad superhero and shit, dude. But I'm not even joking. He got like this fucking deep, like knuckle deep, with his fucking fingers up under my rib cage. I didn't know my fucking skin could just move that fucking much. Apparently the inside of me is made out of Jello and pain. Like fuck.
I mean, yes, that's the human
basically,
condition.
yeah, welcome to it.
Ern says, I've had one on my hip removed. It ain't no thing. So apparently Ern had his ass removed. No kidding. But yeah,
He
so.
had his third buttocks removed. Damn.
Yeah.
Did you save it, Ern?
Big Rick.
For research purposes.
Big Rick
Science.
says Vandal fucked up. He should have asked him for the good shit and sold it the real white guy way.
Yeah, I can imagine the people like sitting out in the waiting room who are there to get painkillers and like, can you hear this guy turning down painkillers?
Yeah.
Buddy,
Russian-
get them. Sell them to me.
They're rushing to bang down the door. Be like, no, give them to me. I'll take them.
It's funny you guys say that too.
I'm in pain listening to this story. I need the painkillers.
Fucking when I was waiting and they're like, checking me in and all this shit. I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but like, you don't judge a book by its cover, but like I've seen this before. Some guy came in and like he had like his shoe looked like it was cut with a box knife, like down like one side, and his other shoe was just fine. And he's like, he comes in and like he's just like very dramatic. He's like, and he's like, oh, I need to see a doctor right now. My toe's broken. And I was like, oh shit, like this guy's really hurt. I was like, he can go first. Like, oh, we got somebody else that could check him in. And then like they were like, oh, like screaming and all this stuff. And he's like saying like, oh, it's a lot of pain, a lot of pain, a lot of pain. Like, all right, let's go in the back and get the doctor. And lady left the desk. This motherfucker stands up real quick, adjusts himself, standing on the foot, and then sits back down. And when they come back out, I was like, oh my God, like this motherfucker. I was like, I'm not going to, what am I, the hall monitor? I'm not going to say anything. But I was like, fuck, man.
What of a narc over there.
Yeah. And they brought out a wheelchair for him and everything too. And he steps up and steps into the wheelchair and then gets in it. But yeah.
I'm sure that happens every time.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I don't know what the fuck this dog is doing.
Okay.
Oh, intermission for dogs.
Because dogs.
Because he accidentally went to a vet and he has to disguise it as he got a new dog.
No, so the dog was locked in the other room when I started setting this shit up like an hour ago, apparently. I heard it barking and I was like, why are you barking so much? And yeah.
That would be
All right,
right.
we'll roll the next bumper. We'll do something else.
All right, what are we doing now? Who did that?
Who the fuck did it?
All right, who the fuck did it? Boom. All right, Anthony.
Okay, guys, new game for this evening. So last week after the show, we all kind of talked, and we decided that we were going to give up 3 facts about ourselves that we haven't shared in the past. For Vandal and I, this is a little tougher because we just talk about everything on here. So, but everybody shared their 3 facts, and this is going to be more of a chat-based game. So we're going to put a fact up on the screen, and then you guys have to tell us which one of the panel members you think that this fact belongs to. So
Yeah.
this ought to be fun. All right, so we'll just get it started off here with the first fact. Ripped his ass cheek while rollerblading.
Geekus looks
you
like
guys just-
Jet Set
go
Radio
ahead.
Future right now.
No, we lost Vandal. Vandal, come back.
Can you hear me?
Any other fool can see. Hello?
We lost Vandal and he lost his ass cheek.
Snorkel, you never had an ass cheek to start with.
I have a gloriously flat ass. Don't you dare deny it.
It's funny because like there's these memes floating around in chat. Like Anthony said, this is up to you guys to decide. This is not a panel game.
Oh yeah, no. My guess is not a clue.
God, no.
God no.
But we've all seen Vandal's ass in one way, shape, or form. So I mean, it's.
I've seen it both in a shower and outside of a Chuck E. Cheese.
I've seen it in a swimming pool.
That was our least viewed show of all time. No, I thought
Anthony
wasn't
just
that
had PTSD flashbacks right there.
no. So
The
it was.
problem is, I know I have that picture saved somewhere
Yeah.
too. which means it's in my
I cleaned
face.
up my desktop a while back, and I was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh yeah, delete." But no, it was funny. It was before Anthony joined the show. It was back when me and Glenn were just doing the show, and well, there is I was like, all right, like it was when I moved into the house with that pool or whatever, and I was like, all right, we're gonna do a show from the pool. And then so I did a show where I was in the pool. I was like topless, in the pool, just hanging out, Like I saw so many people join, and as soon as we went live and they saw me sitting there in the pool, like everybody left. There was like 2 people that watched the whole show.
I think most people understand when guys are in the pool, they're topless.
Yeah.
Two
Wait.
bros chilling in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
Big Rick says he ripped his ass cheek during the week with a massive fart. Thank you for that.
No, his ass is way too used to those. It's not. That's you gotta do better than that.
It had
Although
to
I
have been
could
a
see
really big
Snorkel
fart.
like rollerblading down a boardwalk with like the rainbow suspenders and short.
Dude,
short.
it would not be
I could just see it in my
rollerblades.
head.
He'd
It would
have
just
roller
be
skates.
It would be roller skates. Thank
Yes.
you very much.
Yeah. Snorkel's a classic rod. He prefers the roller skates.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
And it would
Nice.
definitely be that mankini that what's his face wore.
Borat?
Borat, yes.
John
Just a
says
slinkini for sure.
Slinkini and some roller skates.
Oh God, yes.
John
All
says
right,
it was
Daniel, read 'em off.
John says it was me. Graham Bresky says they don't show that part on the Tamperne advertisements.
There's a reason.
Sewer Rex says, "Oh, Anthony might have done this in Ohio." Ern says me. Homicidal says sounds like a snorkel to me, and Jangle says me. And so I could say it's most likely everyone in the chat so far is thinking it's me.
Everybody agrees it's Vandal except for Ohm and Sewer.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, who is it?
It's definitely me. I was trying to think. See, like when I'm sitting here with you guys live and stuff like that, the stories will come like as a as a prevalence, like whatever we're talking about and shit. But when it's like when I got to think about like stories, I was like, "Fuck, dude, what haven't I told everyone on here?" Because like you guys are basically my diary on here. But yeah, so when I was living in South Carolina as a kid, I was rollerblading with my little brother. And I wasn't paying attention. I was looking back, talking to him, and it was in this new neighborhood, and we lived in the old shitty neighborhood next to it. And as soon as I turn around, there's this big ass hill, and at the end of it is a house with a driveway. And they had those roller fucking curbs that wasn't flat curbs. And so it was either hit the house directly in front of me and die, or try to skate off to the side. And one of the houses with grass. I hit the fucking curve bump thing, did a backflip, not even joking, land like this. This is like my legs were spread apart and slid like 40 feet across grass. And I couldn't wipe my ass good for about a week and a half. But yeah. So the next.
Ever after that.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'll tell you what, Vandal, why don't you read this one so it doesn't sound like the same person reading them every time?
You got it. He has been to every continent except for one, Planet Pussy.
Weird brag, but okay.
I know this one's going to throw people off, though.
He misses the rains down in Africa.
God bless the rain. That's why there's no vampires in Africa, is because God's already blessed the rains.
Oh, God.
Indeed.
Big Rick says, jokes on you bitches. The only time you'd see me rolling is if my whole body is rolling down a hill.
I mean, hey, you know what?
In a slinkini, because, I mean...
At that point,
God.
I think it's floss. Big Rick said, wait, where is it at? Homicidal says, thanks for sharing, Big Rick. I just saw one. Oh, Jangle says, I knew that already. So, see, I've told this story at one point, I think, back in the old,
I'm usually
old
pretty
days.
good about remembering what you, and I did not remember that story.
I think this
so.
is a
Don't
pre-Anthony
remember that story.
Could have been before our time. Too,
Yeah.
So that's possible.
So we got a couple of votes in this for this one.
Well,
Well, guess who's not winning a T-shirt tonight?
guess who's winning a T-shirt tonight?
They got lost in the mail.
Sewer Rug says Geek is Travelist, maybe. Homicidal says obviously Anthony's incontinent one. Big.
That's the comment to beat, everybody. Just so you're aware, that is.
Man, this is
That
going to be
is-
an expensive giveaway. Big Rick says, I'm guessing Anthony. Jingles says Anthony. And John says Anthony. Ern says Anthony. So are you Mr. Worldwide 305 Pitbull, Anthony?
So, gentlemen, which one of us is this true for?
That would be me.
Snorkel.
And I just haven't been to Antarctica.
Yeah, no shit. Thanks, Tips.
Hey, you know, he left it vague with
I
one
missed the old-
continent missing.
You know what, guys? I missed the old Clippy. Can we get rid of Snorkel?
Cody.
Yeah, we need Cody back. Yeah.
Who's Cody?
I did have to compress some of your statements because there's only so much room on here, and I have to make the print big enough so that Big Rick can read it.
Yeah.
So yes, not exactly what he sent, but I was like, yeah, this still answers that question. So
I'm
anyway.
grateful that nobody got that.
All right, let me spotlight Anthony. Snorkel, since you was the last one, you want to read this one off?
This person once gave a stripper a Wonder Woman outfit as a gift.
I think I
Forrest
read.
Gump?
Life is like a box of condoms. You never know which one's gonna rip.
I just hope it's not any of the condom makers that make the gloves that work, because Christ.
Every time, right as you get to the last poll, too.
Like, fuck's sakes.
What am I
Do we
getting?
know where we
palm.
left off in the chat?
Right up the palm. Nobody's answered anything, it looks
Nobody
like.
has answered anything for
Yeah.
this one. Earns is not a dig at you.
Yeah.
Everybody's just on the floor laughing at this particular statement.
Nope.
so.
Jangles is now definitely saying it's you.
Yeah.
No,
Homicidal
this one for
maniac.
real.
It's
Why do you guys think I do all this crazy, I'm not incontinent, so sorry to burst your bubble.
Homicidal Maniac says
Everybody's
Anthony.
on board with this. Was Anthony?
John says Anthony. Sewer Ruck says sounds like Anthony. I was gonna say Anthony. Big Rick says Anthony.
I would, if it had been a Marvel character, I would have said Geekus, but I'll say Anthony.
Yeah. Ern
Panel
says
doesn't need to guess if he's that makes it a little bit difficult for people to know that it's not you if you're guessing on them as well.
I mean, I would have guessed against myself for all of them, anyways.
It's true.
Ern says
sorry,
Geekus.
Ern, to burst your bubble, but yeah.
Anthony, you've given everyone on here some sort of outfit attire at some point. I think it's like your MO at this point.
The problem is, right after divorce, started going to strip clubs pretty heavily, and you know, they make you feel wonderful when you're 20-something years old. And yeah, I was stupid and young, and yeah, I actually did this.
Did she
Did
wear
you
it for
give
you?
them the lasso of truth as well?
No, but I did give it to her in a gold box.
Yes,
Oh.
all right, all right.
It's terrible.
Did
It's
she
one of the
wear it
most
for you at
embarrassing
least?
stories of my
That's
life.
amazing. No,
Don't be
that's
embarrassed.
that's
It's a great
awesome.
story to tell now.
It's
But
like
at the
you trying to
time,
be
I'm like, what
embarrassed
the
of that
fuck
bow
are you
tie.
doing?
You're good.
Yeah.
Did
That was a
she
few
wear
years
it for
after
you at
both
least
sides.
though? Did you at least?
Although Ern thought it was Geekus, I'm concerned, Ern.
He's just trying to. He's
What
trying
did you
to.
say, Daniel?
Did she at least wear it for you at all or
No.
no?
No.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah. What a bitch. No.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
No. Watch. I'm gonna get a Wonder Woman outfit now. You gotta wear it for the show.
Shit happens when you party naked.
All right. So Anthony, this next
All
one.
right, so I'll read this one since
Yeah.
I won. Since that one was me. Saved a sibling from drowning. Definitely not Van. No way.
We don't have pools in the hood.
He's
I'm
doing the drowning.
pretty sure he would be drowning his brother. Yeah, I've heard enough stories of that one. There are 4 people on this panel. 3 of them have siblings they care about.
Yeah. We've had enough long story shorts of Vandal.
Vandal's smile says it all.
Why do you think
If it said
Vandal
saved a mother from drowning? I still don't think that would be
Well, there's 4 people
all
on
of us
this panel.
involved in that.
2 of them love their mother.
Sewer Rex says Snorkel has the right equipment. It's in his name. Jangle says definitely not Vandal. Big Rick says Snorkel.
Well,
Ern,
yeah, okay.
Thank you, Jangles. Hells yeah.
Ern says Snorkel. Homicidal says Geekus. Ern says I have also no clue at first. And then John says Geekus as well. I think that's about everybody.
That's fine. So, gentlemen, who on the panel does this belong to?
Me! I was
Yeah.
the savior.
Hey, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, no, it was pretty great. It was many, oh God, I don't know, it was years ago. We were over at a family member's house. It was the middle of winter, and we were down. They had a ravine in their backyard, so we were, the cousins were hanging out, playing around, and my sister decides it'd be a good idea to just kind of wander off by herself to a really flat area where there wasn't a whole lot going on. And it turns out that was, I believe it was a river, and she fell through the ice, and so I had to quickly dive over to her, basically yank her up by the back of her coat so she didn't go under.
Grudy says in
Yeah,
chat,
Grudy,
can't confirm
yeah.
I'm alive.
She is alive.
There we go.
The thing that we were most worried about is how are we going to explain to mom and dad that she's soaking wet. That's what she was worried about.
Did you try I fell in a river?
No, because
Oh.
we did not want to scare anybody. So I was just like, we were crawling around through the snow making forts, and you just got really wet. So it's just,
Well,
Get her inside, warm her up quick.
You
Yeah,
know
get
your
her done.
parents knew that wasn't true, right?
yeah. Yeah.
well,
I will say
allegedly, Mom was like, so that's actually what happened? It was many years before we told Mom what happened.
I will say this though, you say you waited the right amount of time to save her because that little bit of oxygen deprivation she got made her hilarious.
Right?
Can confirm she's in this chat.
Yeah. All right, Geekus, you want to read this one?
I would love to. His first video game purchase was The Sims.
I think Ern is trying to say I was saved from drowning in a public pool once.
No, he's channeling David Moyle.
You just got served in a public pool.
To be fair,
By an old lady.
saving Rudy from this time was many, many years before that. We were in a public pool and she started to drown, and I kind of just froze there. So my dad had to go diving in after her. He was not happy about that.
Yeah, but see, it's like Spider-Man. Everybody only gets one.
Everybody gets one, so I was waiting for a real good one.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to say probably just stay away from water.
Yeah, Rudy, I think that's the best.
If you've
bet.
almost drowned twice.
We're not water people. We're
Yeah,
not water
no.
people. No,
You're
no.
Canadians. You're
Frozen
like
water,
caribou.
fine.
Frozen water is great. Yeah, well, I mean, even that isn't great.
No,
Make sure it's
no.
a proper hockey rink. Just it's fine.
I pee in
Rudy pees and pulls. Jingles thinks Anthony sounds like a Sims person. We'll wait for chat. to get
Jingles
going.
is the only guesser so far.
Yeah.
That's cool. I pee in the bathtub, Rudy. So
Yeah.
whatever works for you.
Yeah. Anthony seems like he would play the Sims. So apparently you're a Sims kind of guy,
You're a
Anthony.
Sims kind of guy, Anthony.
You're
I'm a
a
total
Sims
Sims guy.
Anthony.
I loved
Yeah.
the Sims back in the day.
I like the old Sim City. I don't like the Sims. It's
Yeah,
too
that's what I mean.
complicated. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. I guess it's
SimCity 3000 or 2000
2000. Yeah. I
with
used
the tornadoes and shit.
Yeah, natural disasters were dope.
Natural, yeah.
Yeah.
and the infinite money cheat.
You talk about spending time on a game.
Yo,
Like what month is it?
that and Roller Coaster Tycoon. Dear
Oh.
God.
Yes.
Welcome, Mike. Mike is here. So
got Sims for military Sim. Sewer Rug, you know how I know you're not a veteran?
Stu Rep says the guy in the bunker's first game was a Sim, so Snorkel. Sewer Rex says Vandals. Yeah, you already read that one. Homicidal Mike says sorry I'm late. He's going Anthony. Welcome. Good to see you. Ern says me. Big Rick says Anthony. Homicidal Maniac says Anthony. John says Anthony. Seems like he's play the Sims, and so it's very heavily Anthony on this one.
All right. So which one of us can own up to this?
I would like to preface my answer with Stu, who is your inside source? I'm getting a strong NSA vibe from you right now, my dude. So I'm going to need you to back up a few steps. But yeah, that was me. I bought this about a month before I bought Half-Life.
Ooh.
So this
Yeah.
was my first legit with my own money video game purchase.
Ooh.
It's so funny, but I think that's a big step nowadays. Like it
Right.
wasn't so big a deal, but I remember my son doing the same thing. Like, yeah, I bought these with my own money. I'm like, yeah, see that whole stack of them over there? I bought those with my money. You know what they're worth now? Fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Me and my 3 Gears of War games.
Ugh,
Remember the collector's edition you needed with the deck of cards and the special coin? They ain't
Yeah.
worth nothing either.
Remember the game guide that I bought that's this fucking big for $700 I never fucking used, and now it just holds up coffee cups?
I don't have a bunch of those over there. Shut up.
You have the Scrim Gamer Guide also, don't you?
Not the annotated, updated ones. All right, next one up since Snorkel.
So Snorkel reads this since it was him last time.
Yeah.
Had someone drink a can of his urine. I'm glad they put his, because
They, they're, them.
that narrows it
Could
down.
have picked a girl off of the panel.
Yeah. Well, it still would have been Vandal, but
He would have made a sexy chick.
had someone drank this man's can of urine.
And
A can of urine. Pay attention to the wording, chat. It can be confusing, but it was a can, not a bottle.
are we manufacturing? Was this a sealed can?
I'm assuming it was an open can.
Like, how could it be a sealed can?
I'm assuming I know exactly what time of
bought
day.
a can sealer and went home and like actually made.
I can assume to know the
Next week
exact
on Kentucky's
part of
beer
the
reviews.
world this happened in, and how much sand was present.
Jingle says fucking Vandal. Homicidal Maniac says that's a Vandal. Rudy says
How big was the can, Rudy? Getting to the real hard-hitting question.
Yeah.
All right.
Hard-hitting question.
Rudy asks a pop can, an oil can, a gas can. Big Rick
The
says
people
Vandal.
need to know.
Like Tom Hanks on A League of Their Own. A gas can. Jesus Christ.
Rudy says hashtag only urine cans.
And if you're willing to drink out of a gas can, you deserve what you get.
Yeah, you pretty much do. Yeah. No,
You guys never drank
I'm
a
not
gas
judging
can
who
full of.
drank this. I'm judging who peed in this.
You guys don't drink a gas can after a hard day of stealing copper and catalytic converters?
Only
No.
the catalytic converters, not copper.
Doesn't matter what it was in. Vandal did it. John says Vandal. Homicidal Mike says Vandal because Vandal.
I mean,
Homicidal Maniac says it was a candle. A candle. Stu Rep Vandal because it happened in boot camp. Betcha. Sura Rug says glad it was a can. Has to be Vandal for military reasons again. Ern says Vandal. So yeah, it was me, but none of it was in the military. It was actually after I came back from overseas. Rudy says I pee in pools, not gas cans. Yeah, you fucking noob. So it was about right after I came back from overseas. We went with a bunch of friends to a party, a house party, with my buddy Scott, and maybe like 2 weeks home, you know. So like alcohol slaps shit out of you because like over in the Middle East, it's a dry region. They don't drink alcohol. Like you can get
You're not
weed.
allowed to have it.
Yeah, you can get painkillers. You can do all that other stuff, but there's no alcohol. So you know, I come back home and I'm a lightweight. And so, anyways, I'm at this house party and shit, and I start to go pee on the side of this chick's house that we were at. And my buddy that was there, his name was Corey, and he was like, "Hey, man, fill up this tall can with piss." I'm like, "All right, you know, I'm all drunk, whatever. You can throw it at somebody, you know, whatever." So I go and I fill up this tall can, and the best part was it was a 211, so it's the same fucking flavor, I guess. So I fill up the tall can full of my piss. And he takes it and he's like, I'm going to put it in the fridge so it gets cold. I'm like, all right. So we go inside and I go to grab another beer. And as he goes to put it in the fridge or whatever, this other guy comes up. Oh, we lost Anthony. This other guy comes up and he had like a bottle of vodka. And he's super smashed. He's with this other guy. I didn't know him at the time. And they were like, oh, blah, blah. He's like, no, this vodka sucks. Hey, you done with that beer? And grabs it out of his hand and hands him the vodka and then walks off and starts to chug it. And he's like, hey, bro, I think someone gave you piss. And then the other guy he was with was like, no way, let me try it. And then he takes it, chugs some of it, and I don't speak about this around them. And one of them I ended up becoming pretty good friends with.
and that guy was Terry.
No. Terry would have drank beer.
How did he know it was pee?
He's done this before. He's
Yeah.
with quite certainty. He's like, yep.
As Stu Rep has said, he knows people. Stu Rep, do you know this person?
Yeah. All right, cool.
He is a pee aficionado.
Yeah. So Anthony, we lost you for a second, but long story short, my buddy tried to put the tall can of pee in the fridge. A guy grabbed it.
Oh, I don't need to hear the story. I'm good.
And then he drank
Why do you think he left in the first place?
it.
We can
No,
check,
my internet went down. I had to go back to the hotspot.
Oh, God,
Oh,
I hate
wow.
that,
we can
Six.
check off golden showers as one of Anthony's kinks on the kink bingo card.
huh?
I can't believe how many people are choosing me for every one of these.
Everyone, except for this one, everybody went for Vandal.
Like, I am not that guy. Anyway, so Vandal, this one's for you to read.
He went to collage.
Collage.
Collage, you say. Ooh,
Fancy.
Hearn says, I'd imagine piss tastes like it smells. Depends on how gross they are, I guess. Not if you drink
Depends on their diet.
pineapple juice.
Anyways.
Pineapple juice, no.
May have the same consistency as Mountain Dew. You just don't know.
I I'm glad I don't know.
Yeah.
Glad I've never been in
I
that survival situation.
I will go.
Glad
to
I
my
wasn't
grave.
friends with Vandal back then. That's all. I can say.
Exactly.
They
I will
weren't
go
my
to
friends,
grave
and
happy
then
to
they
not know what
became my
pee tastes
friends.
Just glad I don't drink beer.
They became my friends after
Also, what
drinking.
Vandal drinks.
Jangle says definitely not Vandal again. I'm a
That still leaves
2-time
3 people
college
for you to guess from
dropout.
Jangles there.
Jingles,
he's just trying to cross off.
yeah, I am a 2 times college dropout. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Thank you, Uncle Sam.
So that, I mean, then you did go.
Yeah.
I didn't say didn't go to collage twice, so
Okay, fair enough.
Snorkel says John. Jangle says I'm gonna say Anthony. Homicidal says Snorkel. Anthony probably the only one to afford it back when he was college age. It was like $12.
He could work a summer job and pay all his tuition.
Yeah.
God.
Homicidal Mike says
American dream.
Anthony. Yeah.
Now in Canada.
No way, man. You want that kind of stuff, you got to go to the Scandinavians.
Stu Rep says Geekus. Ern says Snorkel. Big Rick says Snorkel. Snorkel could have given it the old college effort, says Sewer Rug.
Collage effort.
The collage effort. I do like painting some collages or
You
scrapbooking.
can throw together some good murals.
Yeah, hell
Some
yeah.
good mosaics. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
there we
I've
go.
seen your work. It's pretty good.
Jackson Pollock ain't got nothing on me.
I
Neither
want to
does,
be a
neither
Georgia
does Gallagher.
O'Queef.
Hey, his watermelon game. Come on, man.
It's a pretty strong game.
What was the collage of, says Homicidal Maniac.
It was some naked parakeets.
Aren't they? Wait, I'm not going to ask. All
Is
right.
that everybody in chat?
I think so.
Probably.
All right. So which one of you gentlemen belongs to this? And I knew he wouldn't answer, so that's why I made a second slide for this one. So when Snorkel sent me his thing that he was,
Hey, I didn't
he
send
wanted
them
me
to
to add on the
you.
list. This was at the end of it. The last time I did this was collage classes.
See how well it worked out for him?
All right, I'm adding that in there because he doesn't know that he fucked this up and he won't answer.
Oh, I
And
know.
we can
I
prove it.
fucked that up.
Oh, now he's trying to own it. Okay, let me guess. It was an unlawful raid. No.
Whoa, man.
Because
Well,
I've been to college, yes.
Yeah.
I've never been to
I haven't been to
collage
collage.
classes.
Yeah.
It's not, no.
Isn't that where the girls go that do your nails or whatever?
I've been to places where even spell check can't save me, and this is one of them.
Snorkel's like, I love my Android. I never get an iPhone, and then they get collage classes.
Yeah, because a fucking iPhone would have caught this.
Ugh. They would have capitalized it at least.
I don't capital. I have broken my phone's ability to capitalize anything. Jesus Christ.
It would have capitalized one of the L's, probably the second
Yeah.
one.
Speaking
So
of
Snorkel, since that
capitalized.
one was you can read this one.
Has a black belt in Ken Po.
Keep up.
Kino. What?
Penny
Has
Po
a
sounds like the
black
guy
belt.
that owns the local Chinese restaurant.
In Ken Po.
Ken
And
Ho,
Po
you
has
say.
the best egg rolls, I'm telling you.
Oh,
Ken's
God, I want-
post office box
Want some
is
egg rolls
really
now. God damn it. I
where
hate it
this
here.
is from.
Post office?
Yes.
What'd Snorkel say?
Ken.po.
It sounds like a smart ass thing Snorkel would say. Says Big Rick.
I mean, you're not wrong, Rick.
Yes, but next time just oh, you did at me. Shit.
Yeah, he got you.
Okay.
He got you real good.
Whatever.
Homicidal
Better be a
Mike says
dumbass.
Vandal.
Torn up.
I
Homicidal
think Vandal
Maniac.
would look good walking around the trailer park in his
Hey,
karate
laugh.
pajamas.
I didn't like Karate Kid in the trailer park days.
Oh no!
Yeah.
How do you feel about it now?
I still haven't watched it. Like
Did
good for
you,
them.
I'm talking about real karate, not
Did you
Karate
empathize
Kid.
with Johnny too much when he was told to sweep that leg?
Oh God, no! But we're gonna do some work in the garage. Let me tell you what.
Yeah. Stu
Wax
Rep
on,
says this sounds kind of
wax
like a
off.
Jack it
geekus.
on, jack it off.
Stu Rep says geekus. John says geekus. Jingle says, "What the fuck is a Kim Po? It's a number 7 with rice."
It's like orange
That's the
chicken.
Kung Pao. That's the
It's
Kung
like
Pao.
orange chicken with less chicken, more orange.
Big Rick.
It's mostly just orange peels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fried orange peels. Big Rick says Vandal. Homicidal Maniac says Pornhub. Homicidal Mike says Vandal. Ern says it's a made-up martial art.
They're all made up. Ern.
Everything's made up. All words
I
are
mean,
made
they
up.
are.
Homicidal says I'm gonna go Geekus. Homicidal Maniac says Geekus. Jangle says Vandal. Sewer Rug says I think Anthony knows Kimpo Ohio edition. Get out of my yard, crack pipe.
Yeah, but that only goes up to a brown belt.
Oh, Chuck.
Ayo.
No, it's Ohio. It's in the back of the throat.
Oh,
No. So, well, it's real, but made by an American, says Ern. So I think that's basically everybody.
Okay, which one of you lovely panelists does this belong to?
it's me. I do.
I like how you did the whole like,
Congratulations.
terrific look.
He had parents that loved him, so they took him to classes.
And Ohio.
Ohio.
So you could karate chop somebody in half? Like, what is...
No, it's been a little while. I'm a lot of rusty. It's been like 20 years.
Swinging them
But
sticks
there's
is...
more to this than just. It's just I only have a limited amount of space.
It's
so
true.
you also taught this.
I was also an instructor for like 5 years. Yeah, I
Nice.
taught kids. I taught adults. It was actually a lot of fun. It was a good time in my life. I enjoyed
Well, the
it.
YMCA, they accept all kinds. So
They really do, and they almost didn't. I had to beg. It was a lot of begging.
And by begging, you mean
signing up.
exactly that. Yeah. what
Yeah,
you
that.
just
Yeah,
did.
just,
yeah.
yeah, just
Okay,
just
cool.
That, yeah.
Gary Wambaski
Hard to
says...
say-
No.
hard to say Kenpo with your mouth full, but I get it.
So, that's
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
actually.
it's not great.
Gray Wambaski
Yeah.
says swinging them sticks is close enough to being a Jedi, right?
That's our niece. That's something else entirely. That's Filipino stick fighting.
That's just fucking cool.
I make my own nunchaku.
Nunchakao.
All right, Giga, since that one was you, you get to read the next one.
Had his name legally changed.
Legally. Being
Legally.
the qualifier here. Legally.
I was
Who
gonna
has their
circle
name
that
changed to Christopher Smith?
one.
Who
There's
changes their name to Smith?
too many Johns out there.
See,
Probably.
since I've
Who are
changed
you
my
hiding
name...
from, Vandal?
Since I changed my name to Christopher Smith, I have a good credit score. I drive a Ford Fusion.
They don't make those anymore.
I go to the doctor.
You don't go to doctors, you go to vets. We already discovered this.
You go to community collage doctors.
Yes, community collage veterinarian doctor.
And then he fingered me.
Sure, it wasn't a dentist.
That's
Big-
the funniest part of that story to me is him saying, like, the guy goes, "You know dogs?" And I'm like, I know humans. Let's talk about you. Like, that to me was the funniest part.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
it's all good. Geekus, I learned Shotokan.
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 So
I challenge you.
I knew some kids back in the day, and we used to kind of make fun of them. Shotokan's really cool. It's very, we used to call it all show no Gotokan because it's very fancy. It's awesome if you're gonna do like tournaments for like forums and stuff. It's cool. I don't know. Martial arts are really cool. I'd like to learn some Shotokan at some point. Yeah.
Homicidal Maniac says the finger fucking kind of vets. Sewer Rug says, I'm going to say it used to be Minimal Maximus before he changed it. John says Snorkel.
No, Sewer Rug. My name actually used to be Coolest Minimus, which is the best internet Xbox insult I've ever heard. When somebody saw my name, it was their girlfriend allegedly in the background. Might have been sister. Don't know. They're like, Geekus Maximus. What is that? Like Coolest Minimus? Like, yeah, but it got your attention. So
No,
your
it made me
move,
think.
honey.
It made me think of Hackers because one of the guys' names on there is Zero Cool, and I was just like, that's as close to that as you're gonna get.
Basically.
That's actually worse.
Big Rick says Snorkel. Stu Rep says Snorkel. Ern says Geekus. So, like, yeah, Snorkel's legal name is Snorkel. No.
Just
I
Snorkel.
wish. I
He's
wish.
a mononym.
Yeah.
He's
He's a
a,
mononym.
He's an ad
It's
hominem.
$144 to change your name, dudes. I don't know. I'm good.
I don't have that kind of money. I mean, do I?
Who's got that kind of cash to be spreading around?
That's why I use a legal alias.
Considering that I believe only 2 members on this panel use their actual names. Just saying.
And you've guessed none of those 2 people.
Hilarious.
All right, so who was this?
It's me.
What? We used to be
Yeah, I was
Anthony
I was
Rigatoni?
adopted when I was like 4 years old,
What?
and my name used to be something else, and now it's this.
Do you
Nice.
know what your old name was? Was it Rick Rigatoni instead of Anthony
I'm gonna
Ramella?
keep that confidential,
Yeah.
because if I ever have to run from the cops, I'm gonna use
That's
the first
none of you.
certificate I have in that name. So.
Yeah, that one. That's none of your business.
And this is why I was circling legally changed, because I do have a name change, but it's not legal. It is an illegal alias.
Yeah,
This
anyone
is
could
like this long. It's fine.
anyone could pay
Which
10
one? Which
bucks.
which one are we pulling out this time? Who are we
Well,
gonna call
every time
ourselves?
somebody asks me what my last name is, I get to ask them which one of the 4 do you want.
Which one? I still can't remember all of them. so
Snorkel's
it's
over
fine.
here talking like he really
Just
changed
because
his
it's on your
name.
police report doesn't mean it's your change his name.
Police
It's just your name.
report.
Snorkel, when he says,
Military
yeah,
record.
when Snorkel says he changed his name, he means he paid the $10 to Xbox to change his username.
I have never changed my username. I got this on day 1 when gamer tags came out.
All right, so
So I'll read this one
Yeah.
since that last one was me. Once dressed up as a Power Ranger.
Go
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
you know what, on that last one, Homicidal Maniac says it was Julio Ramella, and I think that's
Julio, yes.
I think that's what we're
'Cause I
gonna call
look
you from
really
now on.
Hispanic. I'm the whitest Hispanic that there possibly is.
You could be
So
like
that's Vandal.
Second
You're the
whitest
second
Hispanic.
whitest. Our show's really diverse. We got 2 white Hispanic guys on it.
Ole.
We're the
Fine.
kind of guys that Spanish Taco Bell commercial is for.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
If Anthony looks Hispanic, it's because he's the only white chef working at a Mexican restaurant in Ohio.
Yeah, but they all work at Olive Garden too. It doesn't make that Mexican.
It's like when you go to Panda Express out here in Vegas, it's like authentic Chinese food, and everyone in there is Hispanic. Now that,
No.
this is why the FBI can't find Anthony Ramella with his
He
intercept.
turned from the camera. He wasn't going to say it.
John says Vandal. Big Rick says Geekus. Jangle says Ranger Vandal. Stu Rep says this has Snorkel written all over it. Sewer Rug says I'm hoping all of you dressed up as Power Rangers. Final answer, Bob. Pink Ranger,
That's
baby.
So that's a very good guess. That's
Yeah.
a
Turns
very
out we
good
were all
guess.
the Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who's gonna change?
I was the Yellow Ranger because I was so scared.
I was the fat white ranger. I look like a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
You were
What did you do, Ray?
Right?
No.
When
With-
somebody asks
with your
if you're
beard.
God, you
You
say, yes.
I looked like the Michelin Man. Like people were stopping trying to buy tires from me.
Nah, if you were in Power Rangers, Anthony, you'd be Zordon, the giant head floating in the tube. You'd be like, "Shut up already! I'm trying to tell you the mission." Like,
Could you imagine Zordon trying to just wrangle us?
ugh. I'm holding all of you. Okay. Homicidal Maniac says I go Vandal on this one. Graham Basky says, "Damn, their garden must be on point" for the Olive Garden comment earlier.
Oh,
Really
it
hard
is
to grow olives.
manicured to shit. Yeah, no olives though.
Homicidal Mike says, "Sorry, had to chase a Rugrat and put him back to bed. I'm back."
You came back for this willingly? I mean, thank you.
So
All
it's
right,
a
so that's pretty much everybody in chat. So
Yeah.
which one of the panelists wants to own up to this?
I do. It was me, and it was one of the coolest costumes ever for Halloween. I was like, obviously during the original run of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I wanted to be a Power Ranger. So my grandmother made me this awesome costume. Like she did the whole suit up. Made the I had like this red balaclava. She put this like mask thing that I could just Velcro on. It was I'll see if I can find pictures. It was so cool. It was the greatest Halloween costume I ever had. It
Hell
was
yeah.
awesome.
Please make sure you find pictures and send them to anthonyromella@gmail.com. Anyway,
Red Ranger all the way because I'm
That's
a stan.
and what I loved about that was that like on the comments he sent me is like, I'm a black belt in this, and I also dressed up as a Power Ranger. I'm like, those are two totally opposite ends of the spectrum right there. So,
But
I
it
thought that
also
was great.
works entirely well together. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, Giga, since that one was you can read the next one.
Ran for senior class president and lost.
I guess if it said senior class president, it could be me or Vandal.
Easy does it there, Hefe.
And if you start a Mexican restaurant, can you name it Senior Class President?
Well, we all know what we have to do now. At the very minimum, it's going to be a taco truck.
Oh, it has to be a taco truck. Yeah.
Senior class. For a taco truck that has none.
There you go, dude. So you got the slogan and everything. El Presidente Snorkele says homicidal
Ooh.
maniac.
El
John says snorkel as well. Man, everyone just thinks you're a douche, Snorkel.
Yes, because Snorkel looks like he's the politician type.
Yeah, he definitely
And
looks
also
like
that he would lose.
Look at his little comb over and
guys.
everything, his glasses. He's like, we've been through tough times, but we can beat this, Ohioans. Yeah, thank God he's muted.
So good.
Jackson Tim Ryan for Ohio. I'm so tired of seeing those commercials.
Stu says snorkel. Homicidal Mike also says snorkel. And look where it got him.
It got me here with y'all. It was great. I don't regret anything, especially.
Brandon lost, I'm guessing. It says sewer rug, so he's guessing Julio. That's Anthony.
Anthony is now Julio. Congratulations, Anthony. You now have a legal alias.
Also,
I had
just
to
moaning
turn-
him.
I had to turn off YouTube because it was slowing me down too much. So you guys are gonna have to let me know.
That everyone thinks it's snorkel so far. I'll give it a
Why do you
couple.
think Snorkel's in the bunker?
Yeah.
Sewer Rug is voting for Anthony. I will let you know.
Big Rick says, have any of y'all actually been to what looks like those brilliant taco trucks?
They are fucking delicious, and anybody who says otherwise is an idiot.
Big Rick, if you didn't know, like
I've
how
never
you
been.
guys have gigantic spiders every fucking where, we have food trucks every fucking where in America at this point.
Food trucks have made a big jump recently, like over the last few years, and they are much nicer than they ever were before.
Well,
Yeah.
so much
I know
nicer.
from back when I was, 20, 25 years old and I was working, those trucks weren't necessarily very good.
No.
Like
You
they just
took
made
a gamble.
huge-
Yeah.
It
was
really
a
did. And I
crapshoot.
think it was just that entrepreneurial thing that, I can cook this. Why am I, here as a cook when I can just be running my own thing?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's happened.
Yeah.
There's one in New York that only sells grilled cheese sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I want to visit it just because its signage is like, it's just a grilled cheese. It's this much. No, you don't get anything else. It's a grilled cheese.
Shut up and eat it.
It's
Come
like
on,
going to that
forget about
relative's
it.
house that hates you.
Welcome to Brooklyn.
Fucking there's a food truck that comes by our job because we have we have warehouses and shit where I work and stuff for all the product and shit like that. And there's a food truck that came by and like all my coworkers like, don't eat off that food truck, don't eat off that food truck. And I'm like, man, I'm fucking hungry. I'm not gonna pay like $20 for Uber to send me a Big Mac. So I go out to the food truck, right? And I order, it's like they had like a breakfast sandwich and they had it's like egg and it's a hash brown piece of sausage and 2 pieces of bread, It looked pretty good. No big deal to me. And they're like, well, if you do order food, don't get the sauce. I'm like, why? They're like, just like seriously, don't get the fucking sauce. And this is right after I started working there at Local. And they're all like, just don't do it. I was like, all right, why? And so anyways, they go and the lady, like, she takes my order and I go to hand her my debit card. And I notice that one of her digits is like halfway missing. Her pointer finger, half of it's gone. And so I was like, oh, that sucks, whatever. But, it was really nice. And I'm like, I'm standing there and I'm like, it's like my first like week or two there and I didn't know what's going on. I'm like, so why can't you fucking order, like, don't get sauce? This other guy from a different warehouse ordered like tacos, like little street tacos and had sauce, right? So she goes and she gets she's like, oh, sauce, and this is a Hispanic lady. So like, I'm not going to do the accent or nothing. I think I'll get canceled. Anyways. So she's like, sauce. And she's like, yeah. So she puts the sauce in a little cup or whatever. And then she takes her nubbed finger, puts it in the sauce cup, and then hands it to him.
Oh.
Yeah, no thanks. Hard
So
sell.
yeah, that's why you don't do that. But anyways, long story short, everyone in chat most likely thinks that it is Snorkel that ran for class president and lost.
And unfortunately, they are all wrong because it's me.
Snorkel, you're
Yep,
muted.
I ran for senior class president. I wore a jacket and tie every day during my campaign, as well as a pair of bowling shoes.
Hell yeah.
My slogan was, put a strike for Anthony or something like
Yeah.
that. So that was the whole deal. And yes, I got beaten. And the funny thing was, like during the summer, we moved, so I wouldn't even have been able to do it anyway. But
They
yeah,
were
I
all
did not do
so
well.
far off too, because I hung out with the stoners almost exclusively.
Yeah. It's if any of you that someone voted for me, I can't remember who, but if you think that I wasn't the one that was like starting shit and then like getting my ass kicked by all the seniors all the time, then like you're like that's as close as I got to class president. Is class fucking clown. Come on, they put me in
Hell
special
yeah,
ed.
class clown for life, dude.
Yeah, and shout out to Sewer Rug. He's the only one that got it.
Surug did get it. Yep.
Hey, Surug just knows me, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
a point
doing
towards a
Surug so
t-shirt.
far, yeah.
All right, so our very last one for this particular game had a threesome with two best friends who afterwards never spoke to each other again. And I thought Glenn and Quirtle still spoke. But
Sure, they were in a group
I
chat
thought
together.
so too.
That was going to be
But
my
anyway,
first question.
yes, so had a threesome with two best friends who afterwards never spoke to each other again. Chat, let us know who you think it is.
Also, we finally got a great Wombowski. He's very late to the shout out.
No, he's been here forever. He just intermittently.
He just comes and goes.
How
All right.
dare he?
He checks in and out.
See, this is
Without
what happens,
any
Great
other way.
Wombatsky. I apologize. This is what happens when you get a collage degree.
I never got
He doesn't have a degree.
Yeah.
He's
I dropped out with 2 credits left to go.
Snarkle's like, I'm in it for the long lose.
Yeah, you notice I didn't put degree on that particular
Yeah.
one.
I will never claim to have a degree. I stopped.
Stu Rep says Vandal for sure.
Collage or anything else.
Stu Rep says
not a one.
Did do a few collages though in art class.
Stu Rep says Vandal for sure. Homicidal says classic Anthony. I can see it.
I
He's
can
just
see it too.
here's his Wonder Woman outfit. Get out. John says I'm going Vandal with this one. Homicidal Mike says Senior Vandal. Sewer Rex says Vandal made them not love each other over again with his hip thrust moves. Sounds like emo Vandal to me, says Homicidal Maniac.
Oh Lord.
I mean, the man raises a good point.
Mana rays. What? Oh.
Man raises a good
Isn't that the
point.
bad guy from Aquaman or whatever?
Has anyone even said Geekus? Because I can't really picture that.
Oh yeah, I totally ooze sex appeal. It's not me, guys, and you're right not to vote.
I just
I
think
already-
there's something about you that you're a one woman man, and that's
I
already
absolutely
voted.
am.
yeah.
I already voted Geekus.
It was Snorkel.
Unfortunately, Vandal and I still talk, so Geekus was wrong about that.
It's
true.
Talk to each other, not to that person or whoever it might be.
Oh
Jingles.
no, we still speak to each other.
Yeah. But they never met in real life. Jangle says gotta be Vandal. So I'll wait for
Gotta
chat
be.
to catch up for a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't
this
think-
is. I knew this would be a long game. That's why I didn't plan a lot for tonight, because I'm like, I knew this one would spur some stories, and I didn't know that talking about class presidency would go to food trucks.
Welcome to the Friday follow.
Welcome to the
Exactly.
absolute tangent that is this show.
Big
We
Rick.
got something for everybody.
Yeah.
We
We got
food trucks,
threesomes. We got food trucks. We got class presidents. We got Power Rangers.
We are the
we got
What else do you want?
collages.
Collages. Come on, this
We're
is
the
something for
food
everybody.
truck of YouTube shows.
We
Fun
hit
for-
all the hashtags.
Yeah.
Fun for most of the family.
Big Rick says Vandal. So no one else is saying anything. Yeah, it was me.
What? No way! Get out of town. This is. I can't even right now. This is too much.
We're so surprised.
One of them even went on to be a lesbian Navy officer. No.
So you mean to say that after this, no man would do?
Also not surprising.
Kimpo, Ohio, and all. So
It was the
yeah.
tipping point.
This was actually post emo vandal days, but that would have been cool to do with my
Was
hair.
this porn vandal days?
No,
was this
it was
after September had ended and you
Yeah.
were woken up?
this was post
It was
all those
October
days.
1st.
So I had this house with an old buddy on the other side of town. His name was CR, and we used to throw parties all the time, and invite a bunch of girls over. And so, anyways, there's this one time we're all drunk, and me and this girl started we had this kitchen that was downstairs, and the bedrooms were upstairs. It's a 2-story house, and we were all drinking, flirting around, and me and this girl. I'm not gonna say names on this one. But she was like, we were kind of like flirting and stuff. And we're messing around. We're flirting and messing around.
Definitely Jessica.
Did
And
she
we-
have thick
Throwback.
sideburns?
And then we go in the bathroom that's right next to the kitchen where everybody's doing it. And so, my little brother was there at that point. He just got back from boot camp, basic training, and all that shit. And one of his friends, and then a couple other my friends. But back in the day, we had pretty good ratios going on. It was usually 2 girls for every guy. It's a good time. The girls never talked, but okay. But so, anyways, we're fooling around. Me and this girl and my little brother was fooling around with this other chick named Danny. Oh, I said I was going to say names. Okay.
Wow, what a surprise.
Jessica. It was Jessica.
So-
Just ignore what you heard.
Yeah.
It was Jessica.
So my little brother, while I'm in the bathroom making out, fooling around this girl, getting hot and heavy, my little brother didn't realize me and this girl were in there, and so he tries to come in with this one girl or whatever, and so I open the door because they're banging on the door, so I open it and I see, and I was like, in my head, Drunk Vandal goes, pull her in, I'm the evil Kermit. It's pull her in. So I grabbed the girl my little brother smoozed in with all night, locked him out. He's banging on the door, pulled my junk out, and it just worked. And we all did the thing in the bathroom, and then all left the bathroom. My little brother didn't talk to me for 6 months. And then, yeah. And then they ended up not being friends. One of them, like I said, went to join the Navy and all that stuff, and the other one's a hairdresser now. And I don't talk to either of them.
Definitely don't have enough stories for a show. No, not at all.
No, not even one. Couldn't
Oh,
possibly.
no, we couldn't possibly do just a Vandal episode.
All right. Every time, man. Every time you give me great content. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, that was the end of that. We hope you guys enjoyed that new segment. Can't do that all the time because, we pretty much tell you guys everything. But we thought this would be fun this week, and it was. I had a good time. So,
Yeah.
Good. It's good. 10 out of 10.
so if you want to go on to Scamming Me Senpai, all I have for this is a bumper, and then I get to sit back and watch you work.
All right.
Hey, it's a Vandal segment. Cool. Drink, everybody.
Does this count as a long? Yeah, it's a long story.
Yeah, this is a very long story, not so short.
All right, so this is something that we've all had to deal with at certain points in our lives, probably more often now than ever because email and text messaging and DMs and all this stuff is very common. And if any of you have an Instagram, which I'm pretty sure all of you on here do, you get the DMs from oh, like my picture, baby, you're looking for a man. Those are all scams and all this stuff. But this is more along the lines of email scams. So I've noticed a huge uptick recently where I've been getting scams from Mr. FBI or Dr. CIA, and I got to send an Apple iTunes gift card or something stupid like that, blah, blah, blah. But if you guys don't know, I'm a huge Apple dick writer, and I have Apple Mail, which means that I can reply to emails anonymously, and it makes up a spoof email account, basically. So they won't see who it's coming from, but I can reply to these emails I've gotten, and so I can pop this up on screen for you guys real quick, and I'm going to read it to you guys because this one was one of my favorite ones. It's from Mr. Jeffrey Coolman. Coolman. All right, let me pop it up on screen, and I'm going to read it out for you guys. Oh, that's the wrong one. All right. Window capture. Right
That's
there.
for another one entirely. Don't worry. Pay no attention to
Ignore
the
that. It
man.
was a picture of Jessica. I mean, nobody.
Pay no attention to the man behind the
That one
curtain.
was from Jeffrey Big Penis.
Yeah. So
I appreciate hearing from him over Jeffrey's small penis. So
yeah. So just so you guys know, A little bit of fun fact in here. If you ever get an email from someone that says it's from an official company and it's at a Gmail, it's not official.
Wait.
No.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No.
So not. No.
Yeah.
No.
So right here, let me go ahead and read this out for you guys. It says, attention dear, note, if you found this email in your junk spam, it's because of your internet ISP server. I am, and this is all caps, except for the S and Miss Ruth Jerry. I am a U.S. citizen, 58 years old. My residential address is 708 Queen Street, Wilmington, North Carolina, 28401, United States. I looked it up. This is obviously a real-ass address, so whoever's using this is screwing people over. Anyways, I am thinking of moving since I am now wealthy. I am one of those people that took part in receiving inheritance funds from an East and West Asians many years ago, and they refused to pay me. I had paid different fees while in the United States trying to get my funds from those banks and lottery organizers, but to no avail. Since I decided to travel to Wright City, Oklahoma with all my compensation documents, and I was directed by the Federal Bureau of Investigation Director to contact Director Mr. Jeffrey Coolman. I'm not even joking. It's capital C. This is all one word.
Ah, yes, Jeffrey Coolman.
Yeah.
yes.
Coolman.
Capital-
Coolman. Yes,
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
It's all good, man. Like, but yeah, Jeffrey Coolman. Like, it's one word, capital C-O-O-L, capital M-A-N.
Doesn't that kind of sound like a Nick Cage character?
Yeah.
He's actually a hyphen.
I am expecting a Nick Cage movie in 2024 with this plot.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was directed. I was directed by the Federal Investigation Bureau Director, Mr. Jeffrey Coolman, who is a representative of the International Monetary Fund, in parentheses IMF, a human rights activist and a member of Compensation Award Committee and a diplomatic agent currently in Wright City, Oklahoma. And I contacted him and explained everything to me. He said whoever is contacting us through emails is faked. Director Mr. Jeffrey Coolman is personally directed me on how to claim my inheritance fund. He directed me to paying the bank the claim of my compensation payment. Right now, I am the happiest woman on earth because I have received my compensation funds resulting in the amount of $9,400,000. Moreover, Mr. Director Coolman showed me the full information of those that are yet to receive their payments and those whose inheritance had not yet been paid, and the list of all outstanding contractor that were owed that are yet to receive their payments. I saw your email as one of the beneficiaries on the list he showed me. That's why I decided to email you to stop dealing with those people. They are not with your funds. They are only making money out of you. I will advise you to contact Mr. Jeffrey Coolman directly. Kindly send your personal details to him to prove your identification. Such as full name, current address, current phone number. You have to contact him directly on this information below. Compensation Award Office. Contact telephone number 1, and now it's one number short at the end. 1-202-765-293. That's not a full phone number. Name, Director Mr. Jeffrey Coolman. Email, IMF_info_headquarter74 at AOL. Like, who the fuck still uses a goddamn AOL account? Like, oh my god. So, like, she said she's 60 years old or whatever, this fake fucking thing, so maybe it's real. So they're using AOL. You really have to stop dealing with those people that are contacting you and telling you that your fund is with them. It is not in any way with them. They're only taking advantage of you, and they will dry you up until you have nothing left.
It's written by an AI.
Yeah. The only money
Yes.
I paid after meeting Director Jeffrey Coolman was full legal affidavit to support my claim and approval of my compensation funds to be released, which enable the transfer of funds immediately, I'm getting tongue twisted here, to your bank account or whichever way you desire to receive your payment. Take note that I will advise you to contact him ASAP if you wish to receive your fund without any further wasting of time. Thank you and be blessed. Miss Ruth Jerry of 708 Queen Street, Wilmington, North Carolina, 28401 USA. So the whole point of this, guys, is chat, you guys all write out how you want me to reply, and I'm just going to copy and paste whatever you type into this email to reply to these guys.
Oh, fuck.
This phone number reminds me of my younger years when I was trying to pick up girls at the bar, and they'd give me a 6-digit phone number, and then they'd be like, and I'd be like, yeah, it's only 6 digits, and then they'd reply with, well, you pick the last number.
It was funny as he read the letter and kept saying Mr. Coolman, and that would kept feeling that's hilarious.
Yeah, Mr. Coolman. And like it's funny because like it's obvious.
Director Mister.
Yeah. Director
I think if an
Mr.
AI wrote it though, the first name would have been Luke.
Luke Coolman. Lukewarm man.
Director Mister. Doctor Strange? I guess.
Yeah. Wong? No. But yeah, so
Doctor Who maybe.
as it catches up with chat, you guys type in whatever you want. I don't care what it is. Big Rick, what's your address, your name, and your phone number? And
7.
we're going to reply to this. And every once in a while, we'll do the segment because I have a long list of these now. I've been saving these for this segment. It's a lot of them. There's a couple other ones too. Apparently, my uncle that was a great elephant hunter in Africa died, and I have a bunch of money and ivory or something and all this shit. So yeah. Chat, go ahead.
Ivory trade's been illegal since like the early 2000s.
Well, I guess that's why they don't do it.
Ivory in the land of ebony, huh?
Indeed. We're going whaling later too.
Yeah. So chat, go ahead. Type in whatever.
Colonel Director Ahab. Ahab Whale Hunter.
AOL.com. The AOL
That's the
is
worst part of
killing
that.
me. Yeah.
Oh my god. I even said that to somebody not that long ago. Like, we all had like AOL and the little discs and all that, and they're like, I don't understand what you mean. What do you?
All right, first in the chat is from John. He says, Mr. Coolman, who the hell uses AOL anymore? That's going to be the first one. So everybody, hello. And then I'm going to write that.
I would like to receive funds from Mr. Jeffrey Coolman to assist me in future bus fares and cheeseburger purchases. Fully wealthy live would benefit me in many hair transplant ways. Many thanks.
I think Sewer Rug's an AI bot now. Well played, sir. Well done. That
Holy
one.
shit.
Drop your info off at this food truck.
I must have mini cheeseburgers for purchase.
Oh, well played, Sewer Rug. Well played.
It's topical too, bus stuff.
Bus stuff.
Vanna's already seen some guy doing bus stuff before.
Bus stuff.
So many.
God, that is actually one of my favorite stories probably the whole time.
That's all I talk about when I'm in an Uber now. They're like, oh, it's going to work?
It's funny because if you know the story, but watching you tell that story the first time and this action is fucking hilarious. It just is. It's one of the funniest fucking because the noise that you make with your hand is not what I'm making. It's like over exaggerated. It's great.
Homicidal Maniac brings up the very
With the real
important
questions.
question.
He's bringing in the real questions here.
So I'm literally, whatever you type in chat, whether it's in context this email or not, it's getting put in here.
Also, Sewer Rug, you need to include Sewer Rug's next statement of you into bus stuff.
Oh, I did.
Where is David Moyle when we need him?
Yeah, Homicidal bringing in the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, so I'm just typing in anything you guys type in chat, whether it's in context or not. So we've got so far, hello,
Hey, we have
Miss.
Stu Rep with an inside man. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He do Dick Longbows.
Dick
So,
Longenbaus.
yeah, so chat can see it on screen, but hello, Mr. Coolman. Who the hell uses an AOL anymore? I like to receive funds from Mr. Jerry Coolman to assist me in future bus fares and cheeseburger purchases. Fully wealthy, I live benefit with me in many my hair transplant ways. Many thanks. Where the hell is David Moyle when we need him? You into bus stuff? I used to know an FBI agent named Dick Longbows. Maybe Jeffrey Coolman knows him? And then I'll wait for one more. I'll wait for one more, and then we're sending it.
Who are you signing to this?
So that's the best thing about having an Apple. You can do this thing where it says hide my email, and it generates a random email. So this is
Kids hyphen magpies.
yeah, this is coming from
Are we
kids.
child stealing? I don't know how to feel about this.
Well, it could be worse. It could be like from The Office when Michael Scott goes on a dating site. He's like, I want kids, so I want these women to know what I'm on this dating site for. And his screen name was Little Kid Lover.
Yes, that.
I would
Unfortunate
like to
side effect.
receive my payments at this China food truck in Tokyo, Japan. That is offensive on so many levels. Mars a real miscarriage has been a long-awaited adventure of mine. More like holy crap.
All right, so we've got a pretty long email here now. So this is how it goes. Final version, unless something good comes in. Hello, Mr. Coolman. Who the hell uses AOL anymore? Question mark.
Batsky's got the right
Yeah,
sign.
and then we'll
Yeah,
sign
you
off with
Make
Great
sure you
Great
get the
Wallbatsky.
punctuation correct, because that's going to help.
Yeah, so let me see if I can get rid of these weird lines. All right, perfect. Mr. Coolman, who the hell uses an AOL anymore? I would like to receive funds from Mr. Jeffrey Coolman to assist me in future bus fares and cheeseburger purchases. Fully Wealthy Alive would benefit me in many hair transplant ways. Many thanks. Where the hell is David Moyle when we need him? Question mark. You into bus stuff? Question mark. I used to know an FBI agent named Dick Longenbaus. Maybe Jeffrey Coolman knows him. Marsupial miscarriage has been a long-awaited venture of mine. With this support, I can fully grow and pronounce it like lozenge balls. Did you know that it's Big Rick's birthday tomorrow? He really needs funds too. It's right here. Would use Google Maps to see if a building exists. If it does, I'd reply with, Dear Mr. Coolman, I'd love to receive funds for you for my gaming and drinking on hookers. Is thank you. And then
Definitely got to sign off as Mr. Hugh Janus.
mucho appreciations.
Ophelia
Hugh
Cummings.
Anus. And then I'm going to add a little spice, XOXO.
Bringing it back to the catfishing from earlier.
All right. So that email has been sent. Next show we have, if they reply by then, and we will find out, and I will let you guys know. But thank you,
Stay
chat.
tuned.
You guys help
Stay
me
tuned.
grief the scammers, and that's my favorite part of the day. So I have a work phone and I have a regular phone, right? And my work phone and regular phone often get spam things. My regular phone, not so much. I use this apps and shit, to block them. But my work phone, since it's also an iPhone, every call that goes through there, I can answer on my regular phone because it's linked to my Apple account, right? So what happens is when these scammers call, and obviously they know your phone number, so if you want to be an asshole or something, they can call you back or grief you more. Best part about it is my work phone's only on while I'm at work. It's not on during the weekends. It's not on at nighttime. It's on 7 a.m. fucking 4 p.m. That's it. 8 a.m. most times. Anyways, so whenever they call me, I answer and I do this noise warning, I guess. Or I do the fucking like I'm sucking some devil dick or something, you know what I mean, or whatever. Or like sometimes I just fucking repeat back everything they say to them. And that's literally how, like, if we're not busy at work, that's how I spend my day. And then a lot of times I'll get these emails with these scams, like you guys saw. 9 out of 10, though, have a full phone number, unlike this one from Mr. Jeffrey Coolman. He needs to get his shit figured out if he's the director of the FBI. That seems very unprofessional to me. Anyways, if they have a phone number, my work phone, I have it on Apple. You can turn it off or it hides your phone number. It's like *67, right? And so whenever I get these emails, I just call them and then I tell them like really bad things. I'm like, I'm going to find you and I'm going to rape your grandmother, you piece of shit, or something, or whatever. And that's how I spend a lot of my day. And so it's my favorite because like even the owner of our company, my boss, has heard me like, because like how our office works is I have a desk downstairs in the front area and then she has her office, it's upstairs and there's like this little window balcony kind of thing or whatever. And I never know when she's watching, but like I'll be on there and I'll be like talking about like, like I'm going to eat your grandma's pussy, bitch, and all this shit. And then like one time she heard me and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were like, well, she's like, oh, it's all right. She's like, scammers. She's like, I'll give you my phone next time, So yeah, it works out pretty good. But yeah,
I think it's great. I think it's awesome.
yeah. But
And that letter was fantastic.
yeah.
That was a good idea.
The worst
sure.
part I think is like how shitty they write their stuff. That's going to make sense to them.
Yeah, they'll be able to translate that.
Yeah, they'll be able to figure it all out. Big Rick says, speaking of scams, I do need drinking funds for tomorrow, so go fund me, Big Rick, help celebrate at my birthday. Big Rick, we did do a birthday shout out for you in the beginning of the show. You You have to watch the replay. It's too much work to hit it again. No, I'm kidding. I'll toss it up for you right now. Because we did. I did.
What's the exchange rate from Canadian dollars?
I forgot to turn off the
dollar
screen
reduce?
capture. So big.
Like $4 reduced to $1 Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Big Rick. This is for you. Just so you know, we did do it. Anthony actually made this. So again, if you want awesome graphics or bumpers, go
So
check
Anthony,
it
if you made this, it's really good.
out. Yeah.
If you made this, Anthony, it's really good.
But yeah. So there you go, Big Rick. We love you. We appreciate you. I give you a lot of grief, but we love when you're here. We're about 18 minutes early, but I gotta take medicine for this shit and all this stuff soon. So if you guys are okay with it, start closing it up.
Yeah, if you don't want to play PT Loser. That's
Oh my God, I forgot.
Did you wanna
Sorry.
do one thing of PT Loser?
No, yes, let's play. I thought we went through everything already. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
No, remember 3 new segments tonight.
Oh, hold on.
Leave
I got
out the PT Cruiser.
I already got a reply. Sorry, we were unable to deliver your message to the following address.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So that was, I don't know how they spoofed their email or they got caught scamming people and got shut down. So it's a happy ending, I guess, in that sense.
We'll try again next week.
Yeah. But next time we play this, we'll have another one. Maybe we'll just add that to the next one because that was too good to waste. But PT Loser, yeah, PT Loser is up next. I'm sorry, I forgot Anthony, my bad. And here's the bumper.
I'm pretty sure Anthony's not upset about you forgetting about PT Cruisers.
I want you to take care of yourself, man, whatever that takes.
This medicine they gave me just makes me super fucking tired. And I gotta take it every 12 hours. And then one of the medicines they gave me conflicts with another medicine they gave me. I looked it up on the internet. I could die from like internal bleeding, so I'm not taking one of them.
Fuck it, roll the dice, bud.
Maybe like...
Anyway, enough feeling sorry for yourself, okay? We heard about the doctor. It's
No.
over.
We also heard about the threesome. We're sorry.
They are too.
Everybody.
They are too. Those girls are too.
And so we got spectrums here. It's fine.
All right, Anthony.
Okay, so this week I decided that I would go on Facebook in Portland, Oregon, and do a search for these PT Losers. So this will be in that particular area, just for you, Snorkel. So here's
I
the
think
thing.
I've seen this one.
It's gonna be another one of those. This is right down the street.
It's not right down the street, but I swear to God I've seen this one, and it's not in Port Townsend, Washington.
I will
this
say
was
this.
part of the this
Why
is
does-
outside of your search area, but this one was too good to pass up.
Why did he spend the money for Moonies on a PT fucking...
Not just
That's what you're
that.
taking away from this. The poor nails and not the gaudy ass American.
Always.
Yeah. And here,
Always I take away the poor nails. Come on now,
and
Anthony.
here's my
Is that a
thing.
Hunger Games necklace hanging from the rear view?
Yeah. Here's my thing. Like I'm an American, like anybody else. I vote. I serve my
Not me.
country. Well,
like
the chat.
everybody else. How American?
Everybody else that's American.
Have you
baby.
ever
The other chat members are Australian.
You
Yeah.
know how I know Vandal's American? That comment.
That comments. Tell me you're American without telling me you're American.
I never saw Australia in a Marvel movie. I'd never seen
I'm
Australia
as American as everybody else in this
or
in this
Canada
show.
in a Marvel movie. No, but okay, I like every other American. You know, like
Vandal's more American than anybody else on this
I
panel
feel
right
like
now.
I'm a patriotic American. You know what I mean? I serve my country. I pay my taxes. I don't litter, whatever. But like, we're getting to the point now. It's like you're making the American fucking flag fucking pointless. Putting it on your fucking boxers. Putting it on your fucking your shirts. We're making a fucking jumpsuit out of it and putting it on a fucking PT Cruiser. Just fucking stop.
Also, that's not the right amount of stars or stripes.
I'm so glad that you brought that up because that was going to be my comment. None of that is accurate.
None of it is accurate.
Every
Agreed.
single word in this is wrong.
But it's tough to screw up one Maple Leaf.
But yeah, and like
Oh,
Used to be 3. It used to be 3.
It did, yeah.
Used to be 3.
But I just
But
want
then
to.
we screwed up your 2 other maple leaves, and now you're left with
Yeah.
one. So.
And I
And
just-
the 2 red rectangles were going to be blue, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. And I want to just point out, just because you wear an American flag T-shirt and then go and smoke meth or go treat your fellow Americans like shit, doesn't make you a goddamn fucking patriot. Okay.
It makes you somebody from Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one's Washington, but close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough, yeah.
And Chet, I assume, knows they're supposed to be bidding on this. You know, same rules apply.
So far, they have Stu Rep with a 3,500. He's going way too high.
Like we went off on a way tangent about the American flag, and I'm like, yeah, that's not really what this segment's about.
No, yeah, no.
Sorry, I thought this was
Long
random
story,
photos mixed with.
Long
It is just random photos.
Long story short, I'm glad that they made sure that they put rap in the fucking description, like you wouldn't see it. Like that's the selling point. It's a PT Cruiser with a wrap.
Wait, somebody didn't hand paint this meticulously to make sure that it was accurate for all of you Patriot Americans?
From Betsy
Can
to
I buy
rap.
it for $750 just for the wheels? Because I kind of want them if they're 5 lugs.
Yeah, that.
I got a car that has 5 lug pattern that would love those wheels.
But
Turns
yeah,
out they're only 4 for some reason.
So-
because
yeah.
So my vote's $500 just because I'm hoping it's cheap enough to afford those wheels.
Stu Rep with 35, like Snorkel said. Sewer Reg says 3241. Mossy Freedom Dollars, Bob. Big Rick says 3200.
Homicidal. Did you just assume my nationality?
I sure fucking did.
yes, yes,
Grey
Randall
One
did. Are
Basky
we
says.
surprised by this? No.
Grey One
You're
Basky
not.
says that's obviously a quality drag car with that wrap. 375. Yeah, it goes from 0 to oppression in 3 seconds. 2200 says Homicidal Maniac. John says $5 and then change it to 1500 after he realized the wrap was worth some money. Snorkel, what did you say?
I'm
I say-
honestly surprised nobody has said whites make it worse yet in the comments. So
You
Well,
can't
it
make
was
it
That went
worse.
without saying.
Yeah, it was Port Townsend, Washington. That went without saying.
Yeah. Snorkel,
I said 500.
500. Homicidal Mike says 2750. Big Rick says, Snorkel, have you seen those YouTube vids? They ask people how many stars on the American flag and they still get it wrong. Dude,
Yeah.
That-
I live around those people. Those people are everywhere.
Depends on when you're polling from. It's fine. Don't worry about
are
it.
you including Puerto Rico?
That's not how that works.
What about Guam?
What
I
about
thought Guam
Guam?
was the state. I thought that
Uh.
island could capsize if you put another military base on the wrong side of it. That was a fucking.
okay, we're gonna get off the
Sorry.
American flag. I promise.
Yeah.
Anthony, you did this to us. You
Geekish,
did
give
this.
us your bid so we can get on with this.
7,300 cents.
$7.30. Wait.
Thank you for doing math. Jesus, are you?
Who
an
is this
animal?
vandal? Hello, did you go to Collage?
Are you sure you're not taking Adderall right now?
I'm
What the
educated.
fuck, man?
All right. And then my bid is going to be $17.50.
What the absolute ape-shitting Jesus fucking monkey shit?
Because Port Townsend, Washington.
So closest, I think, was going to be Stu Rep with 35.
35? Yeah?
Question
Yeah.
mark?
Yeah, so Stu Rep got this one. Fun fact, Stu Rep, we actually bought this for you. You have to drive it for a year.
Anthony, are these
Across
the same
Vietnam.
Yeah.
Are these the same people selling the V6 one?
You know, the funny thing was, it's like when I saw the price of this, I'm like, okay, here are some people that are dumber than that. And it's only by $5, I think. That one's no longer on there, and it won't even let me search like
They
my old
blocked
messages
you.
to find it. So
They blocked
They
you.
took that down.
I can't say that it's been sold, but it's not on there for sale at the moment.
They took that
But
down.
yeah, when I saw how much this was, I was like, holy God. This is what people think when they do up a PT Cruiser. Because it's got the special seals on the sides, and you know, those wheels, yeah, with the correct offset and all that, it's going to be a little bit pricey, but yeah. And the funny thing is, somebody will buy this.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I just want
Some old guy
there.
that wears that hat that says, you know, I was on tugboat 34 and, you know, whatever, he's going to buy this.
This is going to be driven into a feminist protest sometime soon.
The guy that bought that was definitely on a PT boat back in the day.
Oh, a Thanos edition one.
I must say, I like the color. I don't like the car, but I like the color.
Yeah, 2006 Chrysler PT Cruiser Touring Sport Wagon,
Ooh.
4-wheel
Ooh.
drive, 4-wheel drive for all them parking lots that you have to get out of.
It's not
That-
4-wheel drive.
It says
four-door.
four door.
No, it's 4-wheel drive.
4 doms.
Sorry,
If it said 4-wheel drive, this would be another one I was contacting.
sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
He had
anorexic.
to
I
make
read.
up for getting 7,300 cents correct.
Yeah.
I would have lost my mind.
I'm sorry, I'm anorexic. I thought there was a
4-wheel drive.
W in there. You know, I read it backwards. Whatever.
It's okay. It's okay. But it is from a dealership. If you can't see that on the screen.
Really?
So,
I can see
126,000
that.
miles.
Yeah.
and it does say dealership.
Wait, is
so,
that in front of
you
the
know,
Queen's Palace?
It's got a dealership markup from the absurdly low price they got it for.
Right.
Stu Rep says 2,700. John says 4,500. Big Rick says, wait, I said 32. How much was it? More than that.
It was 6,000, Big Rick. You got outdone by a 3,500 above you.
You can scroll up chat yourself, Big Rick. This isn't Google.
No, that's okay.
The
We'll
thing
help
is,
him out.
I
That's
Just
think
fine.
kidding.
I think they're bidding from the last time that we did this because they all started out really hot, like 8s and 9. Remember
Yeah.
somebody bid like 12 grand on one of these, like the last time we did
Yeah.
this, and now they're all like, "I can't believe it's that much." It's like you were bidding higher than this the last time.
Homicidal Maniac says definitely 4 dongs. Graham Baskey says I really want one. Beat the shit out of it. Chop it, chuck it in a paddock for a few years to patina that rat, then rat rod that bitch. See, if you did something cool with a PT Cruiser like that, like I would do, like you just said, take a fucking Sawzall, turn it into a convertible or whatever or something, you know, chop that shit up, make it look all rusted out, and then throw it in the trash where it belongs.
And I think
Yep.
that Portland, Oregon is going to be the market for these, at least for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we got
Silver Rug
Volkswagen
Black.
Bugs still. So,
There were
okay.
so many of these available in Portland.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm glad you didn't go further south. It would have been worse.
Homicidal Mike says 3,600.
Yeah.
Big Rick says 4,250. Sewer Rug says throw in a baker's dozen of Voodoo Donuts and I'll give you
Oh, you son
48.87.
of a gun.
I would take
Sewer
the
rug?
donuts.
Yeah.
Sewer Rug, you've had voodoo then. Yeah, those
I
are-
do too, and I hate that I can't have any more.
Oh.
I can have them anytime I want. We got a 24-hour one on 13th. Right
yeah, well,
down
I
the
got free
street.
health care, so you know what?
You know what? You know what, Gigas? I got free diabetes.
You know, I think we can meet somewhere in the middle then.
I'll give you voodoo donuts for healthcare.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure I can be the guy that can definitely offer that.
Homicidal Maniac says 5K.
Well, let's get your bids, and then we'll talk more about Voodoo.
Great Wombaski says 43.75. I mean, as far as PT Cruisers go, this isn't the worst looking one. It looks like they kept good care of the paint. It's a little reflective. The rims, I mean, they definitely stole them from an 87 Honda, but like they're not bad looking. Like I said, this looks like, if I were to guess, like a Thanos edition, that purple or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go with, I don't think anyone said it yet, 4,800.
All right, 4,800 Snorkel.
Because of that dealership markup, I was going to say $49.99.
All right,
But
sniping.
I don't want to
You know?
snipe Vandal, so I will do $59.99.
Okay, so $500 under $6,000, and Geekus Maximus.
One more than Snorkel.
You bitch!
Had to know that was coming.
3,995.
Okay, that dealership's not on crack. They're
Wow.
only on meth.
They well, I mean, it's not really meth.
They bought a PT Chrysler Cruiser. PT Chrysler.
I
hello?
think they probably
So-
got this as a trade-in for free because the average markup of a used car is $4,000. I
Yeah.
just know that from working
We have
in the
a
industry.
we have a
So
late
when I
bid.
saw this price and it was a dealership, I'm like, they got this for free.
That's why I was saying that I was thinking they at least gave him $1,000 for it. No, they gave him nothing.
We have one late
I'm
bid.
trying to move through these.
Oh
really quickly.
no!
Hold on, we have a
no.
late bid for that last one. It was a Wonder Woman costume and a gold box dollar.
So Rudy actually won that bid.
Yeah.
Actually, who did win that bid? Was it Homicide? No.
It was I believe Homicidal Mike with 3,600.
But how much was
No,
it? Was
because Geekus guessed $4 under 4 or what?
No, he
Oh,
gets
6,000.
6,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Six
I
grand,
guess
yeah,
6,000. Yeah.
Yeah, homicidal Mike.
So the closest was Homicidal Mike.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well done.
All right, this next one that we got is a 2009 Chrysler PT Cruiser Touring Sports Wagon from Salem, Oregon,
This
with
seems accurate.
the flames of a shirt of a guy that wore skulls in 1980s that says "fuck your feelings."
I have a shirt that looks like that.
Yeah,
I have a
I'm
shirt that
sorry.
looks like that, only in orange.
this is the bowling shirt edition of a PT Cruiser.
Yep.
Sorry,
This is
Geekus.
an edgy former reverend.
It's so funny. I read the mileage, but nobody ever asks about the mileage. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like,
It's 186,000 miles over what it should have been driven.
Yeah.
So that's a number that should have always been zero.
All right, remember when you guys are bidding on this one?
No, it would be at least whatever it took to take it from the factory to the off the back of the truck from the factory to the dealership.
There's a universe where this car and the Pontiac Aztek were never developed, and that is a very good universe.
There's also a universe where those are the greatest vehicles ever made. So we can't play that game.
That is the
We
worst
can't-
universe.
We can't play that game. That's a dangerous game.
Yeah, and also remember, chat, in your bids to remember that the flames add 15 horsepower for your price.
Dude,
Plus
they
5
add
speed.
50. No, Flames add 50 horsepower.
Well, these
Stripes
are-
add 50.
These are cold flames, so it adds 47.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that. Sure.
That just looks like the car's ready to explode. It's got that like energon energy about it.
It's just pulsating with energy.
Well,
'Cause
Yeah.
that's what you see when you see PT Cruisers.
When mom said, when mom
Power.
says we have Ghost Rider graphics,
Jeremy
at-
Clarkson is riding this thing real hard.
I
God, I
think
would
you
have
said
loved to see that.
I think you said James May wrong.
James
I don't know.
Corden.
Did you watch the last Grand
Tour?
Tour?
Yeah.
Holy shit! James May is.
This
not
is
Captain
actually the
Slow in
la-
that one.
This is
No,
actually the
he-
car.
he
Well,
stepped it
Captain
up.
Slow on the brakes, I guess.
This is actually
He's
the
Captain Slow when it matters.
He was trying to beat Hammond for most ridiculous crash.
All you have to do to beat Hammond is just stay on a straight.
Just keep the car right side up.
Yeah.
this was the car that they
Sorry, what are
filmed.
we betting? $1, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$2, Bob.
You can have it.
Yeah.
All right, so in chat we've got
4,000 with Stu.
yeah,
starts it.
4,000 from Stu Rep. That thing's on fire, says Sewer Rug. Throw in Pacific Northwest bike rack, and I'll pay $34.92 for it.
Wow. All right.
Big Rick says 4,100. John says 5,000. Graham Bessie says $1,000 car with $8,000 airbrushing, $38.62.
Great Wimbowski, I'd like to sell you airbrushing services for only $4,000.
Tell you what, I'll give it to you for 37 flat.
Oh, shit. 35. Final offer for Great Wimbowski.
Homicidal Mike says 3,900s. And also, do you think the previous owner was in a Christian power metal band?
Yes.
That was the basis for Alter Bridge.
This car was actually used by James Corbin when he did all those fucking driving interviews.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, shots fired.
I was just thinking about Guy Fieri driving to all the diners and dives in one of these.
You know what?
No, he's got his really great. What is that? A Camaro? I think he's got.
It is a kind of a nice Camaro.
This is for when he's got to pick up all of
It's
his
not
ranch.
his. He rents it. Come on now.
It's still nice.
Ern says there's a silver PT Cruiser in his area with purple flames. So yeah, I'm gonna go with 2,200.
2,200, huh?
Oh my
Wow.
gosh!
Shit, Vandal.
Wow.
Wow.
Guess what car Vandal actually has gift wished right now? Wish
listed.
Yeah, he's
Um,
got a wish list.
All right,
Wish
fun
list.
fact: I've been lying to you guys this whole time. I said I took the bus because I was too embarrassed to say that this is my car.
That's actually his car.
That's what he bought, and so instead of admitting that's what he bought, he saw a dude masturbate on a bus.
I don't know what Sewer Rug just said, but he said, "No, Mike, big rim works for the birthday boy."
David Moyle's finally
I'm
here.
glad
Excellent.
that David Moyle is infusing chat with his power because I can't understand.
Yeah. 2006 Chrysler PT Cruiser, Keyser, Arizona, or Oregon, excuse me.
Arizona.
Kaiser, not Keiser.
Keyser, Arizona. I'm here
I
for it.
love that it is so terribly rattle canned that even the pixelated JPEG that this is can't hide the rattle can.
Yeah.
You know, Vandal's no gynecologist, so don't ask him where things are. Like,
He's
that's
also no geologist, so it's fine.
no geologist.
It's in the keister. That's how he got to that veterinarian instead of a doctor.
Make sure you guys are paying attention to the picture, though. That is a flat matte spray paint.
It's rattle can. That's
Yeah. They literally
if
just
you look
went
at this,
to town.
yeah.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they're trying to put primer on it.
Sure.
Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe.
The primer costed more than the car. You can see it's got custom headrests. It's got a purplish tint, and
they did an excellent masking job before they did the primer, though.
Sure, they did.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I guarantee you, this motherfucker has a muffler on it.
I guarantee you, in Kaiser, it does not.
No, just because it's got it's purple tint with
that catalytic converter has been stolen 3 times.
It's got purple
Dude
tint.
thinks it's fine. He's thinking he still has open headers.
No, I'm telling you, it's got this guy thinks it's a sports car because it's got purple tint, the matte paint, and it's got the rims you get in your first car in Need for Speed Underground.
I'm glad there's no underglow. That's all I'm gonna say.
That you know of.
Oh shit.
Well,
They haven't reinstalled that yet because the spray paint's still drying.
Stu Rep says
Anthony,
25.
did you have to deal with underglow?
I'm not. We'll tell that story.
Oh Lord. Oh fuck. Ern, that's really flat black.
That's not the Earth. Stu Rep says 2588. John says 3550. Homicidal Maniac says 1300. Great One Basky says 2383. Homicidal Mike says 2735. Big Rick says 2600. Ern says 3K, and it's got a cherry bomb exhaust. This thing sounds like a Honda at 2 a.m. behind a Walmart.
This thing is the Honda behind a Walmart.
All right, guys, do your
It's
guesses.
up
We'll do
front.
one more, and then we'll get out of here.
I've got $1,234 on this, Bob.
Sewer Rug late with a 2347 for a bag before a special edition cruiser.
They're paying me to take this off their hands, right?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, $22.95.
22.95. All right. Big Rick said 26. Yeah, okay, we read that one out. I'm gonna go with 52. 5,200.
That's a custom paint job.
Wow, $1,400. I was gonna go super low too, and I was like, nah, these fools are gonna want more because of the work they put into it. And
Damn it, homicidal's
Homicidal's got it.
Homicidal.
And I'm
got
air
it.
quoting work.
$100 under.
Yeah, well done, you know.
Which
oh
one?
My Jesus.
Wait, which
This
one?
is on Never Been Wrecked or all original panels.
Bullshit.
And
Turns out
let's
this thing
see
was actually-
Vandal say the name of this place.
Palupa, Chalupa, Washington.
Chalupa, Washington, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely something that Washingtonites are going to be just getting deep into.
Big Rick said he might take the last one. At least it has the headlight patina.
The headlight patina is strong. Those
Yeah,
are original headlights.
That's about the only thing original on this thing.
This looks
Why
like when you go to the
Why do
bazaar.
the mirrors not match?
This looks like when you go to a swap meet or a bazaar in a different country and they sell Gucci watches and gear, but like it's Fucci.
Yeah.
One of the mirrors is original. The other one's off of an HHR.
Yeah. Ern says this is a polyp in your ass. Yeah, it's fun.
This is a QU cruiser.
Delane's dad has an HHR, and they
This
are
is
way
a
better.
WTF cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Does it come with the handicap sticker? Because I'll pay extra for that.
I think this car needs a biopsy.
Homicidal Maniac says obviously pronounced
Just
pile
shoot it in
up.
the face.
Pile up. You're not very far off, homicidal.
That's where they found this thing. to
He
restore
also
it.
said $1,200. It's an Ohio State edition, says Stu Rep, so 1200.
It looks like something. I'm trying to think of what it looks like.
Anthony.
It
Is
looks
that
like
the Buckeye edition or what?
this looks like
It
when
does have a little Cleveland Browns flair to it. but
Well,
I'm
it's
not a
definitely
fan, so-
brown.
this
He's
looks
won as many games as the Bengals.
No.
this looks like a car that would be an outfit of George
Cincinnati.
Wallace before he made money. This car looks like a George Wallace outfit. John says 2750. Stu Rep says 1230. Sewer Reg says 1560 for that two-tone love. Sexy King Phil says, what up, what up? Good to see you. I've never seen you before.
But hey, welcome.
What's
I'm
up,
seeing
Steph
three-tone love on this
There's
one.
three. There's three different fucking. You've never been wrecked though.
You've heard of breeze tones, but have you heard of
That's
three
custom paneling,
tones?
guys. Don't worry about it.
No
Check out
original
the
paneling.
Carfax.
It said original paneling, never been wrecked.
Homicidal Mike says 1600. Graham Basky says 6500 just because it's now custom, air quote, built.
Exhibit never got anywhere near this thing, did he?
All right, Geekus, what are you thinking on this one?
Oh God, $5.
All right, Snorkel
$1,900.
and last
Obia.
but not least,
Ern says 900. I'm going to say, I don't think anyone said it, 1850. 3,500. That's half a month's rent for a two-bedroom apartment.
Goddamn high.
That would go to John. I can't pronounce your
Hold
last
on.
name because it's not American.
Big Rick said 1,200, and then Jeffrey Coolman says 1788.
Every cool man is in the chat. Fuck
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Sexy
Right.
King Phil said 1,600. Yeah, so yeah, this is definitely like when you want to like. So if you ever bought like, oh wow, is my video not on?
No,
No,
you
it's
turned it
not.
off.
You turned
There
it
you
off
are.
a while
Sorry.
ago.
Turn it back on.
So
Say
this
less.
is like when you want to buy Nikes, but your mom buys you Skechers instead. Like this is that. Like
When
this.
your mom
We
says
have New
a
Balance
P-
at home.
When
Yeah.
your mom says we have a PT Cruiser at home.
Yeah, this looks like it was a recliner chair transformer for a guy that really likes college sports.
It does look like that 70s color of recliner. It really does.
It does.
I
Yeah,
do
it
like
does.
how they inside from the picture you can kind of see they did a two-tone with the chairs, you know, the seats. It's orange center, black outside. But like, who the fuck thought it was cool to give it a black eye? Like that was not like that. Like I get it, I don't get it. You know what I mean?
I figured it out. It's a Clockwork Orange.
Oh my god.
They're dancing in the rain. Yeah.
well, that's true because its balls are definitely cut off.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
no
a
one's
mouse
fuck-
at all.
so cut off.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm
Unix, lovely
debunking
singing
this.
voice.
No one's dancing in the rain with this. It's a handicap sticker, Snorkel. They're complaining that they didn't get to park 2 spaces closer.
That's a
I
Dennis
just-
Leary song somewhere, I'm sure.
Cats in the cradle and
Okay, so the
Oh,
panel just needs to decide who wins the date with Delane, and then we're all done.
Not me. I don't want it.
Well,
Vandal.
my
Definitely
original
Vandal.
vote was Vandal.
Yeah, I think
so-
Vandal.
No.
No shirking this. It's all you, buddy.
Oh, I'm
It's
choosing.
all, it's all on Vandal.
Vandal's got this.
I'm choosing. So
I had the most points on my note app was Jangles.
yeah. So yeah, Jangles. He used to watch the show a lot. He came back tonight for a little bit. I think he probably passed out by now. He's over there on the East Coast too. But Jangles, I'll hit you up. I don't know if you're watching still, but we'll send you a shirt and I'll get your size and all that stuff. I talked to you personally. I like Jangles a lot. He's a really cool guy. So yeah, Jangles, congratulations. You won a shirt. And then I will be sending out the one, that cloudy one that didn't win. And then Ian, I'm so sorry, dude. And you didn't hit me up. I'm not blaming you, but it's your fault. It's you. It's not me. No.
Wow.
Ian, I'll reach out to you this weekend and get your information because I think that I did the add-on for Cloudy, and then you guys are right that we'll talk about this later. Sorry, I'm
All
rambling
three
now.
of those people aren't here right now, too.
Yeah,
Perfect.
No Ian, no Cloudy, no Jangles, no
Yeah.
David Moyle. What the fuck? What the
Just
fuck,
remember,
chat?
chat. We'll vote for you even if you're not here. It's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Chat, we live and die under your presence. And when you're not here, we die a little inside.
You guys got presents?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah,
I
Snorkel got
I
Snorkel got a
good ring.
sleeping bag for his bunker room.
Oh boy.
But yes,
Closing
Alright.
this up.
yeah, let's
Yeah,
close this
close
out.
Let's go.
Next slide.
Geekus, you got anything you want to tell these people while I type things in chat?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. It's been another lovely Friday. I appreciate you guys. You guys are a riot. I'm going to be playing some video games again on the Twitch. Twitch.tv/GeekusMaximus. Vandal probably has it written down. A lot of Destiny stuff. Trying out a couple new games. There's a rhythm first-person shooter about a demon trying to get her voice back. It's kind of sick. The music's really good. And Deathloop just came to Game Pass, so I'm going to play some Deathloop because I love me a good roguelike. That's all I have. Thank you.
Homicidal Mike hit me up as well if you have Instagram, because he did win a lot of stuff tonight, so I will cover the cost for that one. Snorkel, you got anything you want to tell these lovely people?
Chat, you're wonderful. Thank you for interacting with us so much. And on to Anthony.
Yeah, I had a great time tonight. I did not have any idea how these were going to go tonight, but this is really a lot of fun. I think you guys learned some things about us, and we learned some things about you. So that's how it goes. Chat, you're wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. You can find me at I'm_Anthony Ramella on Instagram. If you need any t-shirts, just check out OwenSquad.com. Even if you don't need one, just look and see what's there, because I put a lot of time and effort into this, and at least you can come by and take a look. Anyway. I do own a small media company called Shake and Bake Media, where I do all kinds of crazy things. All the bumpers you've seen tonight, I've done, and for a bunch of YouTube shows that you probably already watch. So if you need something, hit me up. I'll be more than happy to help you. And Vandal, why don't you take us on home, buddy?
All right, everybody. You've been amazing. Everything we had a lot of stuff that was chat heavy. You guys did not disappoint, and you guys never disappoint. So I appreciate you guys being here. You guys are the reason why we do this. Look forward to it every week. I don't look forward to much. We are off next week for our break. We'll come back for one show, and then for scheduling things to make sure that we're around for Halloween. So next week's going to be off. Then we're on the following week, and then off again, and then back on. But we'll keep you guys updated with everything. If you want something tonight, please send either Anthony or me your info, and we will make sure to get that out to you. If you are international, Anthony will send it to me, and I will cover that. Other than that, if you're watching the replay, make sure to hit me up, Ian, if I forget, and if not, I'll hit you up. Other than that, you guys are amazing. You're the best fucking chat we could ask for, and we hope that your buttholes don't itch, and you guys have a great weekend. We love you, and have a good fucking night. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.